like somebody wants to get raped again.
That was that fucked up looking wiener dog, wasn't it,
Dude,
dude?
that's
All I know
Hammer.
is sit, stay, and rape.
No, you know what it is? He's like, I'm just a dog. All I know is good. Ball. And rape.
That was like the one episode of that show where I was like, oh, I don't think that's okay. Other than that, I was totally cool with everything that happened. And the movie for that matter. You know what I mean? Where if you take it into account where you're like, God, you're just a bunch of fucking weirdos who made this cartoon. Like, all right, fine. But when it got to that, I was like, all right, we crossed the line.
Shit. Once it got to that episode, I was so into that show.
I know.
It didn't matter.
I know.
What the fuck they did.
I remember that shit.
I was in. All right, here's the preamble. By far the most disturbing movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wait,
Damn,
like Gummo?
Past Gummo.
Like,
Dude, Gummo. If I was to compare a Serbian film to Gummo, it's like watching Sesame Street.
That's fucked up, dude.
Dog, because there was parts of...
Dude,
That's what I'm
Gummo-
saying. Like, there was
there was
parts
parts
of
where I
Gummo
was
that I was
ready to,
like...
Gummo was
yeah.
Gummo. After I got done watching Gummo, I felt like I needed to take a shower because I felt grimy
Oh yeah.
and dirty.
Yup.
After watching this movie, my brain was completely rewired.
Damn.
This movie's gonna change you.
Oh my god.
You know, so I'm
This
going
is
to
like
show
the
up on Monday to
scariest-
work, and they're going to be like, Eddie, and I'm going to be like, Eddie is gone.
No.
I'm sorry.
They should have had.
You'll be like,
preview.
Eddie is here, but like,
There's no Eddie.
There's no
Eddie
Eddie
anymore.
Eddie, you pull the finger out on that fucking
There's only Davey.
You start talking to yourself later, like, dude, I don't.
Eddie is dead.
I have no
There is
idea
God.
what's going on.
There's only Zool.
So, I tried to look, just because I'd seen this a couple of times. Earlier today, I was trying to look for, like, other people's reviews of the movie.
Right.
Hard to find. No, not really hard to find.
So it's not like.
But they're not really hard to find, but the responses are all pretty much the same. People look at this, they look at the camera, they're like, okay, so
Goddamn.
I'm about to talk to you about this movie. I probably should never have watched it.
You freaking him out. He's already
God.
He's like, who rolled the fuck up?
Yeah.
So-
We'll be like.
That being said,
Pause it. This motherfucker's turning purple.
no,
This
I was
show is
joking.
now-
I was joking with your brother. I was like, I think you two are gonna fucking like decide whether or not we can still be friends after this is over.
That's what he told me. I was like, the fuck are we about to stop?
So the first time that I watched it, I had no subtitles, so I just watched it through, kind of hypothesizing what the storyline and everything was about. But we have subtitles this time, so it's almost like I'm watching it for the first time again with you guys.
All right.
So
All right, cool.
I'm out.
I'll finally know what the fuck is being said, because legitimately I need to know what the fuck was said. I didn't want to have to like watch the movie again ever.
Hit that.
But here we are. We're gonna jump in.
All right.
We about to have another
We're
drink
hot.
before it goes like in.
Everything's
you know what I
on.
mean?
We're good to go.
Oh, dude, I'm so
what it
fucking
is,
in.
episode 2.
Two Hebros and an Hebro.
Coming at you straight from the STP. Collectively, we say right on to the real, death to the fake.
I did a volume check to make sure that the computer shouldn't overpower our voices by any means.
I'm already intimidated. Like that intro that you just gave us.
Like,
They should have had you do the preview.
fuck that motherfucker from
I'm
Die
serious,
Hard. It's
this
like,
movie
in a
will
world
change you.
where bad shit happens. They should have just had him on there talking about like, all right, look, it's about to get real fucked up real quick.
No, I've always. I was on a quest to find fucked up flicks, so I was just looking around. I need
And
to
this
find a
is
fucked
like
up
the
movie.
start of it.
Apparently, you scored very well.
Oh yeah, dude.
Alright.
But wait, we're
So
like
is this like?
3 seconds in and there's titties. What?
So are these people from like Serbia?
You're
Like,
an
okay,
alley.
I'm assuming so.
because this Serbian bitch is fine.
God damn, he just told her I'm gonna fuck you up.
man.
Shut the fuck up. Wait a minute.
Oh
no! Where is this stuff?
This child is watching.
Wait
this.
a second. Hey, yo, why she got her hands all on his ass like that, though?
Milos.
Oh, is he watching porn?
I mean, I think.
Chick's just getting raw dogged on top of the fucking
I
motorcycle.
don't
like,
understand the
word.
menacing music that comes with the porno. If he's watching the porno, and that comes with it.
It's a Serbian thing, dog.
I
Just chill the
guess.
fuck out. The fucking, like... The fuck? Uh-oh.
Oh, you done now.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
is that
his,
him?
That's his dad,
Oh,
yo.
he was in the movie. Yo.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, it's no big deal that he's watching me bang this chick on a fucking mic.
I saw my first
Saw
porn
my
when
first
he was
porn.
his age. What the fuck, dude? He's like 6.
Yeah, but your dad wasn't starring in it. He's like, your dad wasn't starring in the porn you saw, dude.
That kid's on the next level, like fucking.
He's
highway
Dude,
of
that's
scarring.
therapy for the rest of his
Like
life.
he's
yo.
fucking.
He's the next
screwed.
35E shooter. Like, what the fuck?
You want me to make you toast?
Shut the fuck up, dude.
You just watched your dad banging some chick that wasn't me on top of a motorcycle. Do you want me to make you some toast?
Do you want some toast?
Do you want toast? That's the greatest segue ever. You
some
fucking kidding me?
It's like a cartoon for grown-ups. What?
Fuck you, is that what he really just
I
said?
think that's what the mom said.
What?
And he keeps.
That's
watching
not
it.
like any cartoon I have ever fucking seen, even as a grown up. I like how he's watching it like he wasn't there.
Right. And then
Oh,
he
yeah.
gets over.
All right, now go to school. Don't worry about that.
His whole like
Dude, his whole
repertoire
collection
is
is
up
sitting
there.
on top of the fucking television.
It's like the mantelpiece. This is my list of accomplishments.
This trophy.
He's gonna be
man.
old, talking about once upon a time I was that motherfucker. Your grandkids are gonna be like, "Oh, Grandpa, knock that shit off."
You got a lighter on?
Why does the music keep making me feel like Chucky's about to jump out of
Yeah,
somewhere?
this is like some spooky ass medicine.
I know,
music.
right? They're about to tell us the
Yeah.
scurriest shit of 2018. Like,
Sorry.
Right?
Did he just pull money out of one of his pornos?
yup,
I mean,
sure
that's where I would
did.
keep it. Shit.
That's where I do keep it. You kidding me? My DVD
I'm gonna keep my
porn
motherfucking money
collection.
straight. Hey,
Real quick, look at the size of that DVD case. Is that a double feature that he's got? Like,
Right. Bye, Dad. Totally just saw your dick.
Okay, you need a drink after that.
I like how it's like 9:30 in the morning. He's out there just drinking.
hey, quit drinking that shit. It's gonna give you whiskey dick.
Why do I have a feeling the way she's dressed is about to be like on and cracking?
Oh, for sure.
Like
it is.
on the table right now.
You did
Probably
not come to that
Coast Guard.
restaurant on that day. Like,
How's the
come on.
family? Nice.
Qatar. Is
Is
that the
right?
kid's name?
Apparently, it's Qatar starting school. Well then. Any bitch with a voice like that, there's no way. She sounds like a fucking dude trying to talk like a chick.
You don't fuck that girl. She fucks you.
Pretty
That's
much.
the only way that goes down. Yeah.
The collar says it all. Those
Yeah.
are probably the bones of her victims
Oh,
around her
she's
neck.
definitely-
Damn.
She's broke a boner in half in her time, for sure.
It's either that or else the small animals that she's probably eating. You were an artist, yeah.
All the actresses wanted to work and marry you.
Sure.
In Serbia, that's fucking art, apparently.
I guess.
Dude, her lighter's a cock.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's good. That's so good.
Artistic pornography. What we just
The
saw
highest level.
in Serbia. All right, fine.
Yeah,
Then
see,
fuck
that's
it.
their market.
Well,
so.
yeah, because
Oh,
like,
no, I think she's offering him a job. Yeah, she's offering him a job.
wow.
Yeah, but what does he have to do? Like, this is where
Right.
he comes in. Here's your plot.
His name is Vukmir.
As it should be.
This motherfucker's watching from behind two-way glass and shit.
Here's a bunny rabbit.
What? On the bunny rabbit?
He's looking for a pussy. He's like, where's his pussy?
Okay. Dude, put down the bunny.
Yo, the porno industry in Serbia is just insane. Like, from this only first 5 minutes of this movie. Like, this shit's intense.
For real.
Nobody in porno industry is like, his name is Victor, be nice to him. He'll give you a call.
Uh-oh. I don't need plastic yet.
Yet.
Yes.
Everybody needs it.
Damn, son. That's a motherfucking man. I don't even care. Oh,
See, I told you.
She done bit the motherfucker out of him. God damn.
That's what she did.
That's the kind of bitch that'll crack one off and hit you in your mouth and be like, God damn, that was good. You be like, the fuck, bitch?
Bones
people talk about
of her
her
victims around her neck.
Oh, that's for sure. Like, did you survive
God
sex
damn.
with Sylvia?
For real.
They should make an escape
So
room
this is-
with her. That'd be fucking hilarious.
No one can handle a dick like she could. This writing is Oscar worthy.
That's ill description. If we work together in porn, don't bring my kid.
What you need?
That's his brother.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
They look nothing alike. Wow.
And he needs to leave the bunny there.
Yeah, for real.
Like, the bunny needs to go in the garbage.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Why is the bunny even fucking there?
No,
Nobody
I'm not even questioning
explained the
that.
bunny.
No, because
I don't even know where
like,
it fucking came. Like,
I've
how
just
did
come to
it-
terms with the bunny's there. That's just all there is to it.
It's
But
Serbia.
at the same time,
Apparently
as
that's
the
a
opening
Serbian
comments about the bunny make me feel like we should just throw the bunny away.
That bunny's dirty.
He's
Take
he's
it away.
tainted.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
start.
he's keeping it.
I'm just gonna start referring to this shit as it's a Serbian thing.
This is it's the only way to round
It
it
just
up.
it just must be a Serbian
Oh, that's a
thing.
Serbian
What is
thing.
it?
I've never been to Serbia, but it must be a Serbian thing.
Why do I have a feeling the bunny's coming out?
Like
Right
super
now?
racist. And shit. Yeah, he's probably gonna give it to him.
Oh,
Check out
Wait
the
a minute, wait a minute.
bondage
Who are
bunny.
you beating in the movie? Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go, man. Come on.
I felt something strange.
We all know what's going on. Yo.
This motherfucker.
I see where this is.
Dude,
kind
this
of
kid
going
is trying to
now.
explain a boner.
Yeah, like.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This is that faithful, like, quote-unquote, talk.
The toss.
Yeah.
Like it's like a quick. Oh, we all feel that way. Just go ahead and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not focus on that.
And
By the
good
way,
thing-
here's a bunny.
Why is the bunny wearing vinyl? Don't ask questions.
Don't ask
Get
questions.
by it.
Why does it have a ball gag?
For real. Is he like Ader, what's his name, Julian from the Trailer Park Boys? Does he just constantly have a fucking drink with him?
Yes.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, like, he didn't walk out of the bedroom with one, but, like, in every scene so far, he's got a drink, and it's, like, the same glass.
Did you see that there's a bottle of Jack in every room in this house that they've viewed so far?
No.
Yeah.
Shut
there is.
up.
No, dead serious. There was one in the living room and in their bedroom. There's probably one in the kids' room, like in his prime box.
No, it's all good. 'Cause
Just
they-
in case Daddy runs out.
Whatever. As
Dude,
they say,
that's
it be
offering
like
you a
that
serious
sometimes.
Why would anyone offer me big money for such a long pause? Oh, because he's been retired.
Oh, he's not fucking.
No,
anymore.
she said that.
So they just like
What
watching
the
porn
fuck?
now.
So they're watching his porn.
They watch his porn.
Jesus Christ.
I can't even like the
Ugh.
comfortability level of her is like insane. That she's down.
No, dog, that's what you call a bottom bitch right
like,
there.
That's the downest
You're-
bitch you'll ever find.
For fucking real. And she's kind of fine, too. Like, in a Serbian sort of way.
It's
That's
a
like,
Serbian thing.
that's like one of them girls from down at Silly, man, like when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you about to go? Fuck with the Russian girls. Like, man, where were you? I was fucking around with Katya.
You should take it. So he says he don't want the job.
He's fucking with the tool belt on.
Now you understand how I get down.
That motherfucker's called home improvement for me.
He's got welding glasses on. Don't look at
Dang,
me.
she's like, all those poor girls you threw away like condoms.
How come you never did me like that? Cuz, bitch.
You never did me like that.
If you pay me, I mean.
Well, I love you. I just fuck them.
Why does that excuse work for him and it's never going to work for like another regular
That
motherfucker?
never works for anybody.
You can sit there, go home, be like your wife or your girlfriend, be like, "Where are you?" I was beating the brakes off this bitch. Be like, "What do you mean?" Be like, "Well, I was just fucking her." But like, I love you. She'd be like, "You need to get your shit and get the fuck out." You'd be like, "No, baby, I totally saw it in the Serbian film. Bitch was down."
They made an entire scene out of an Eddie Murphy line from Delirious.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's what she wanted.
He just
right?
grabbed up on.
Yeah, she said she wanted it that way, right?
What the fuck? Oh, he grabbed the headboard. Yeah, that's when you know shit's on and
Like,
cracking.
you want me to smash you like these bitches? I hate those hoes.
For fucking real though, but like, what? That's hate fucking right there.
Look
Like,
Look
I'm
at his
real
face
sorry.
is angry. Like
Her face is angry too. Fuck with all. Yeah, nah.
I think she's like, I really regret asking
I think
him to
she
do
bit
that to
off
me.
more than she could ask. I want you for real. What's our safe word? What's our safe word? Like, shut the fuck up. That's not a safe word.
I thought he was supposed to be like the Uber porn queen. That was like 3 seconds, bro.
Yeah, that was like the quickest.
He's retired, dog.
Yeah.
Look at that
He didn't
almost
practice in a minute.
4-pack he's got in the video from back in the day, and
Right.
he's not rocking it like that
Oh, they
anymore.
weren't done. He
Oh.
just decided it was time to stop
No, it's
fucking
like-
her and it's time to make love because I love you.
That makes sense.
She looks a lot less angry.
Yeah. He doesn't look as angry.
Oh, he's going back.
No.
He's starting to get angry again.
He's trying to fight Mr. Hyde real quick. He's trying to stay Dr. Jekyll.
That's like literally the perfect description of
for
what's
fucking
going on.
real though.
Like literally Dr. Jekyll. It's like, I love you, but I'm fucking kill you.
Right. You lucky I'll snatch you by your fucking hair right now, bitch.
Just turn on some like romantic music.
Yeah.
Dude,
Let's turn into some like enlightening shit.
Right, all
The
of a sudden.
soundtrack already is just confusing as fuck.
Alright. I was scared, but now
Wait a second, here, I'll fuck with you. It's a Serbian thing, though.
It's a Serbian
Oh, don't worry about that shit.
The Balkan sex god, I wish I had a title like that.
The Nikola Tesla of world pornography. Yes. What Milos? Yeah, dude.
God will be waiting for you at your door in 30
Hear the
Is he
subtle-
James
I
Bond?
was about to say
What
that.
the fuck, dog?
This is like a fucking secret agent shit.
Wait a
You are
second, wait a
secret
second.
agent dick.
He's got fucking Vladimir
You need to
Putin
come fuck
fucking
Charlie's
drive.
Angels
God
immediately.
damn. He's got the fucking Russian mob fucking driving. He's like, snake tattoo mean danger.
I think it was a film reel.
Hear the subtle German.
That was a film reel?
It was a film
It looked
reel.
like a snake, dog. Are you serious?
I thought that was a
Who
dick.
puts a film reel? Really, dog?
Yeah.
Nah.
That was some weak shit.
He got his chest meat all hung out. That's like, that's business time right there.
I
That's
am
the
very
bus-
fuzzy.
That's the business shirt.
I am what Robin Williams would have looked like if he was a bodybuilder.
Why are they holding hands, bro? Wait a
It's
second.
a Serbian
Wait
thing,
a
dog.
second.
That's a Serbian.
Right
I
hand
think
is the
that's-
sex center in my body. What?
A direct line between your brain and cock.
What?
Alright.
Ever since your childhood. You
No.
said your hand is special, that's why I'm holding it.
No,
It's
dog.
jerk, such special
No.
cock.
In a conversation like that, you're not
No, I'm
supposed to be
glad to
holding
shake your
hands.
hand
This is
because
fucked
it's
up.
jerked a special
Fuck
cock.
that,
What
dog.
the
Like,
fuck,
are you
yo?
serious?
What the fuck?
Nah, because
Oh,
that's
that's
the point
funny
where I'm
as
like,
shit.
dog, you need to let go of me, dog.
Hey, man.
Yo, I'm leaving after that point.
Touch my hand, yo.
I know you and Igor have plans and shit, but dog, I'm out. Oh, wow. Okay.
He said we make these movies for people who can't get laid.
Wow. Is that like an idiom?
That was just like a Serbian diss.
What?
I think he's shitting on other directors. Yeah.
What?
He's like I think he's saying every other pornography director are like hacks. Like all their shit is just.
Oh, they can't tell a cock from a broomstick.
Yeah,
and
it's
whatever.
like
Okay,
yeah,
that
like,
now makes sense.
That they're shitty directors and that they don't make art. They just make porn. They don't make art. That's what he's saying.
Oh, alright. Your rhythm. I'm real sorry, but as an onlooker and seeing old boy's rhythm.
And then when she is reduced to dog shit, you win her back.
Oh, wow.
And you love for it. It's art.
Oh, and fucking the mistress over here is like, I'm just wondering what the fishnet top is about, though. Because, I mean, she looks like the Little Mermaid in a fucking tuna net.
She looks like she's getting ready to jump on a stripper pole every second.
Yeah, she's like,
Although I like his painting.
And what's with the painting? That's
I
kind
don't know, but I kind of like that
dope,
painting.
though.
No, screaming, no, I'm concentrating on totally the wrong shit. This motherfucker's getting all groped and shit.
She's
I'm like,
trying
oh,
to jerk him off right now. Like, you can just fuck me on
bro.
this table.
Fuck, can I get that on Amazon, bro? Hey, yo, Amazon, if you got that, yo, send it to me, dog.
For
I'll
real.
totally rep that shit.
yo, shout out to Amazon.
Right? You got that Banksy art coming, dude. Where do you? This is a serious script. Yeah, bro. I'm sure it's real serious.
We know it. You don't. We know the script. You don't know the script.
Better up that bottle of Jack Daniels, homie. Stand before the camera. In all of
And
your-
whip out your cock and fuck till it's raw.
That's a job description if I've
Dude,
ever heard
what
one.
kind of... Hey, how much...
I'm tired of cameras and fucking.
I'm also tired of humping scum.
Ugh. Kissing wretched comes and saying. Ooh, he's so foul. That's like that one joke, like,
right?
yeah, how you want to ruin somebody's day? All of a sudden, you'd be like, yeah, you remember that one time your mom came and kissed you goodnight? Just got done sucking dad's dick, like 10 minutes before that. And all of a sudden, you're like, man,
yeah, damn.
of all
Why'd
the
you
fucked
put
up
that
shit
in my head?
of all the fucked up shit you could have said about my mom, like, that's foul.
That's foul as fuck.
Like, I'm not going to be able to unhear that one.
Mommy came and kissed you after she swallowed my nut.
For real. That's alright, though. That's probably, like, the greatest fucking, like, comeback you could ever give your kids when they're being fucking snotty that you'll never fucking say. Because anybody else, you could literally be like, I fucked your mom. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, one day there's probably going to be some fucking, you know, chick, whatever, like, at my age and, like, the position in life, and all of a sudden you just be like, get some snotty-ass kid, you be like, I just fucked your mom. Your mom called me, oh my god, like 19,000 times. Be fucking serious. Because I guarantee that will shut any fucking person up in a fucking second.
Like, as a stepdad, that should be...
Alright, so they're telling him right now.
No, and being a stepdad, absolutely fucking not, dog.
They're essentially...
I would go to that immediately.
In my utility belt, right here.
Yeah.
My 6-shooter is, yo, I just got done fucking your mom.
Exactly.
It's banged your mom.
And I'm not even your real dad!
Bang your mom.
So what, like, is the next runner-up, like, I put in your mom's butt! And then it's just see some horrified fucking kid third up and be like, and she liked it!
Alright, so it seems that he signed the contract.
He's doing the film.
He's
So
gonna
it's
do
like
the film.
on.
But he doesn't know what the story is.
Oh, is that what
At
they were
all.
explaining? Like, we know the script, you
We
don't.
know
like,
the
you're gonna
script,
show
you
up
don't. And the
just
reason you can't know the script is because you won't be as good if you do know the
We're
script.
just gonna surprise script him. Like, he's steady drinking.
Dog, every
second.
scene.
real,
Like,
though.
every second.
Is he depressed because he's not fucking all the time? Or what?
He's probably depressed from fucking.
Is it just me or
I
is
don't know,
this
I never did
Serbian
professional porn,
night
so.
lullaby thing very, like, ornate for a child?
It's weird.
That's kind of where I'm at, though. It's like, I think that it does have a message, and albeit an obscure one, it's just like, as a grown-up, I'm not picking it up. Well, after he swallows What?
After the swallows, like the bird.
Oh, okay.
I see
It's
what
just
you're
it's
doing.
going really
I mean,
fast, so like all I saw was
And
like.
at that moment, he pops his head and is like, "I fucked your mom."
Oh no.
Finger guns on the way
Finger
out.
gun, gotcha.
Fucking, you gotta call someone Tygraft or something
Right.
like that. You gotta make them at least feel a little good about themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
Night, buddy.
right? Just tore your whole inner person down. Gotta do something here.
She is over here worried about the money.
See, that's a bottom. That's a main squeeze bottom
That's
bitch
right.
right there.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's all good about the bread.
He
though.
didn't want the
About the
job.
bread,
He didn't want to
though.
take the job. Then she's like, "How much money they gonna give you? You should really take that job.
For
How much they
real.
gonna give you? I don't want to tell you. Well, just let me grab your cock real quick."
How about now?
And I love-
right?
And I love his whole job is just super raw as fuck. But like for the most part in this movie, he's like, I just want to hold your hand.
Yeah, he's like, "I love you. I just want to be with you."
She's like, fuck me. Like
She's
an
like,
angry man.
"Fuck
He's
me
I'm
like
just
you
trying
do
to
your porno bitches."
enjoy my whiskey. Damn.
You're gonna tell him like, why is everything gotta be so hectic with you?
Oh, here we go again. Oh no.
Oh no,
that's-
damn, it's sweetheart time, man. Sweetheart time.
So if you prefer porn stars to what?
Bad cops.
What's that?
To bad cops?
Yeah.
What the fuck's that supposed to
I
mean?
don't know.
I
She's
missed.
like,
I missed.
was she fucking a bad
What's his
cop?
no? Just you guys stop. It's a Serbian thing.
Do you want to rent my dick to Volkmir?
What?
I think that's what
Say
you
it like
just said.
that. That's crazy. You
It-
want to
it-
rent my dick to fuck here?
It's the names are also kind of fucking
There it
with
is.
me.
Signed it. He signed it.
Okay, he's got the Ron Burgundy turtleneck on, y'all. Like, I'm not cool with that. Like, he's all bearded up, and then he's got the turtleneck with
Yo,
the
but he's
sport coat.
mad-
It's like fucking with me.
He's mad dark and on
Like a cock at dawn, right?
Dude, he looks like a Bond villain.
Yeah, he has to wear
Thank
the
you.
turtleneck.
I've been trying to
He
fucking.
looks like a
place where
Bond
he-
villain, dude.
Yeah.
He looks like a
Yeah.
Bond villain.
He's supposed to pull down like a chart that has stick figures and motion lines explaining how he's going to take over the world. Those
Just
are
wait
some
for the
hectic
$1
eyebrows.
billion.
He's supposed to have a bowler hat like Odd Job.
It's like a training thing. What are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, finger
there's a
guns. I
finger
fucked your
gun.
mom, dude. Fucked your
Yeah,
mom. I'm
dude.
about to fuck your mom. Here we
Oh,
go.
are we jogging to get ready for porn?
Porn
oh.
training, bro. You
Okay.
have to have
Porn
the endurance.
training.
Yeah,
You
but
need
then so
endurance.
you gotta wag your. He's got like the dickless
look at
fucking
Dude,
sweatpants.
he's
Oh,
going like a
shit.
fucking horse, bro.
He's got
For
like a
real?
whole workout.
He's got monster
thing, dude.
guy.
Look at
Just
mantra.
damn.
He's just like doing little fucking yoga. He's got the business. He's got it all set out.
He's a true professional,
He is.
dog.
He's gonna do Kegels later.
And right now, I shoot 3 feet.
I was just thinking to myself, what if there's all of a sudden like the Kegel exercise where he's like, I put the trash can out about 2 feet and see if I can fucking piss or jizz into it without spilling a drop.
Right.
And as he progresses, the trash can goes farther. Like all of a sudden it's
It's
that
a
joke.
montage.
That's
I am ready.
It's like you talking about that dude
There's
earlier
the
when I
jack.
was like,
Bottle of Jack.
what the fuck? Yup, and he's like, no,
He's trying not to.
I have to nod.
No drinking. I have to be able to get hard.
Nah,
kinda
he's about to
sad
go
or
into there and
something.
he's gonna do it like Dolph Lundgren and fucking Rocky. He's gonna look at some bitch. I must crush you. You'll watch that red-haired bitch. Gonna look at him and smile, talking about, go for it.
That's the ultimate battle at the end. That's the final boss shit right
Believe
there.
that shit.
I ain't
believe
trying to
that
be mean,
shit.
but the kid looks like he's got jaundice or some shit,
He
bro.
probably-
Dog, his bitch is so bad.
He's probably got jaundice from watching that porno.
Shit. That's that olive complexion gone wrong. I'm just saying though, like his
Oh,
wife
it's his
is bad.
brother. His brother's at the crib hollering at his wife right now.
Because his
like,
wife
yo,
is
dog.
bad as fuck. I'm not even bullshitting. Like, in all honesty, blah blah blah. But every
He's in the
play-
woods.
Line her up.
He's in the woods. He's like,
Ooh.
he's in the woods like there's a disturbance
He's
in the
like,
forest
I
and
got
shit.
this much dick for you. Like, what's happening though?
Oh, here
He's
we
about
go.
to tell her like, Bruce, I'm gonna break your back in 3 places. How is eating an apple sexy though?
It's not. It's not.
I was just checking to make sure I wasn't weird.
No, it's
you know
not.
what I mean? Like,
But I've seen that happen
Is
before
it-
where they try and make the shit sexy, and I'm like, it's just not.
like
dog.
eating fruit.
No, like biting into fruit, especially.
Ugh, I
Do
don't
you
even
want to
wanna
bite my fruit?
Ooh, no.
But you said you would.
This dude has fucked every single one of his friends' girlfriends.
He's the dude who ends up getting drunk at a party like a long while after some shit like this, and it's just like, no, I was in the kitchen, fucking, and I grabbed your wife's ass, and fucking, he's the dude who gets knocked out at a party
Every
once.
single time.
You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, yo, little man, why don't you go watch TV for like 15 minutes, bro?
He's like, yo, I've been staring at your mom hard as fuck for the last like 20 minutes. I need to go to the bathroom and jerk one off.
This dude's for sure jerking off in there.
Right into the sink. On your toothbrush.
Yeah,
I called it.
Get the fuck out of here. There's no way, no.
That's for sure.
What? Oh, you're okay.
Don't
you
make eye
have no
contact with
fucking
yourself.
soul when you're looking at. He's looking in the mirror at himself and smacking it. And we're not talking about light jerking here. He's in the fucking deep end.
Oh no.
Well, you so. How you gonna look at yourself while you crack one off?
He looked into his own soul.
I'm fucking screaming.
Own soul.
I'm real sorry, but at that point, I don't believe you have a soul. Because that right there, what he's doing is like wrong.
That's just fucked up.
And who's fucking Sweet Dick Willie right here? Got the two bodyguards and shit.
He's back to the motherfucking.
Why in Serbia and shit, always the bodyguards look like male models? They don't look buff as shit. They just look like they're about to do a photo shoot for like K.
Oh yeah, okay. So
He
he is
just
somebody
looks
because that
disturbed.
music was hectic. Dum dum dum.
That's the dude who wrote the script, probably.
Why do I feel like we're gonna go like an 8mm direction here? There's a reference for you.
Another Nicolas Cage?
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
You know what they say about rye.
After that whole talk about the right hand and he just touched his face, I'll be like, I need some sanity.
Yeah.
You
Fucking face.
are so nasty. You say it's the porno. You know what porno film is about? Fat bad fucking.
It's a bit absurd. You don't want to know the porno about. Who cares?
He just keeps repeating that he doesn't even know about it, which makes it more like curious than ever.
Who are those guys? They're just like, you know, the guys that gave me all the money to do all this shit.
You mean the motherfucker that just left?
Don't worry, everything is already prepared.
You know how uneasy I would be in that particular situation? You just got paid a grip of money to do a porno you know nothing about. Just walk in and dive into it, dog. Just go with it however you're supposed to.
I'd be freaked out as hell.
I'm screaming. Well, that's what they'd be like, okay, you're just gonna go through that door right there. And like, that's the start of the movie. Whatever. Be like, I don't think I'm cool with this. Like,
Right.
You know he's about to walk into some
Exactly.
epic shit. Like, whip your dick out, get the car battery. Alright, here we go. Like, what?
all of a sudden you're gonna hear a fucking donkey call off. You'll be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dog, I'm super down for like some shit, but I don't know about the whole, like, what you got. Why is there a carousel horse? He's giving him the fucking.
He's giving him jerk off advice.
The wheels spin better at night. Pretty much, you just told like, keep your rocket in your pocket, spaceman. But when you all alone, it's orbit time. I like how he gave him like that's his pep talk before he goes. Like, Daddy's about to go do a really, really fucked up
The
porno.
ultimate fuck.
And so I just want to have this like man to kid talk with you real quick about like playing with yourself, because I'm about to go do some epic shit real quick.
Anybody else get that pressing feeling like this?
There it is. That
This
film
is that
really
scene before, like where somebody's going into like the ultimate death scene. Where they're not
Motherfucker,
gonna
this
make
is
it
8
out.
millimeter.
music. Every time that
He's gonna-
music comes on, it's like, all
Yeah.
right, something fucked
Like,
up's
you
about
might
to
not
happen.
make it out of this porno.
He's about to walk in the door. It's gonna be a motherfucker that look like Shaw Nuff.
Put this in your ear.
Oh, yo. I'm super not cool with anything that's happening right now. Nah, dude.
He just
Doing hand
points.
signals. Fuck that dude for real.
This is
Fuck
about to
him.
go. This is about to go hostile, real fucking quick too.
What?
Who's got a camera around when he gets out? Enter the building. Relaxed.
Oh, this is about to be so bad.
Oh man.
Why you got a bulletproof vest on?
Yeah, for real.
Or is that a photography vest? Wait, or is that like
It could be both. You
I
don't
know. No, I mean I know, but like I
Home
don't
for
know.
abandoned and orphaned children.
Yo,
Oh,
no.
yo.
Okay, now I get where.
Oh
this is going.
no, there's a cat in there with a camera. I'm not cool with any of this. There's about to be like the mini boss. Straight up and down. This is about to be like bad.
This is fucked up.
It was just
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Ooh, this look at me and you about to be super not cool with this movie in like
Yeah.
probably 15 seconds.
Easily.
Like seriously, I just don't
Like I don't
see
even have shit to say going up into this.
There's
'cause I know where this
nothing
is going.
good. No,
This
see,
is not
I don't know where this is going, but it can't go anywhere good.
That's what
You
I'm
were
saying,
starting
yeah.
this off like really bad.
Christ. Nah. I mean, they have been setting the mood for this whole thing with the dark and ominous music, so it makes sense to lead
Why
up
are
to
the
this shit.
lights off though? That's what I kind of want to know, because that's the part that's kind of making this a little bit like fuck the music, but like, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, yo, is she even old enough to be in this movie?
Probably not.
Doubtful.
You
Yo. Misbegotten wench. Jesus. Those are some fucking straight up like Shakespearean harsh ass words right there. Somebody begat somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
Don't talk shit to me in the 15th century. Fuck
For
out
real.
of here.
Alright, that was the scene apparently.
Oh. And here we are.
That was it? What do you
No. Oh, that's his wife, y'all.
Yeah, that's his
oh,
wife.
okay, okay.
Now he's
okay.
home. So I guess that was what they wanted him to do on the first day.
And no self-respecting woman is just gonna lay there like, oh, that's nice.
You can't raise a dick. How can you raise a child?
Oh, shit. I'm surprised they ain't boxed. Like, bitch, I'm leaking? What? You'd catch me hopping around in half circles around a motherfucker to slap me like that. I'd be like, oh no. Today ain't that day, and I am definitely not the one. Yeah, this is giving me the 8mm vibe. Like, where's the machine? What you want to bet that's the most bowdy bitch in the whole fucking movie, too?
Oh, bet.
Is this where he gets stabbed?
He's losing a kidney in 8 seconds.
For
sure.
real, though. Next scene is him waking up in a bathtub of ice. Oh, I
They
super
brought
don't
you
feel
in the dark
good
room.
about this whole setup, dog. Why?
This is no good.
This is the night vision where they see a ghost or some shit like.
Oh, dead serious. This is some Blair Witch Project porno.
Oh, this must be the first.
So he just bangs this like normal chick.
Well, I'm glad like the kid is not in there.
I think that comes back. I feel like it does.
Don't be like that now, because now you trying to.
They just taping shit in an orphan, fucking abandoned children place without it involving them.
Watch when somebody brings out Jello. He'd be like, "The fuck is going on?"
Bring in the mirror.
There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Because don't mind the Jello. Just grabbing your dick. While fucking Igor and Vlad fucking film with some halogen bulbs. Just pretend they're not there.
Oh shit, here we go.
But
so they got one video of the kid eating ice cream.
Oh.
Doing her hair,
and
makeup.
And he's getting a fucking headshot while watching.
While watching the kid.
The kid's not do anything but eat ice cream and brush her hair. Watch when he gets instructed. Watch the TVs.
Right. Probably. Open your eyes and look at the television.
For fucking real, like what?
Oh, he's
getting that Mr. High look, boy. Cracking. It's about to be cracking.
Oh, there's the angry face again.
Oh, I told you. That's what I'm saying. You can see him. He flips shit up. Got that bitch by the dome.
God damn.
Talking about where the fuck are you going? Nowhere. It's like that scene from Don't Be a Menace and that bitch flips out. Oh yeah, motherfucker. It's one. Oh? She's just... So she got put in front of a camera at some point and they gave her a popsicle. They were like, just eat this.
Eat the popsicle. Just go ahead and eat the popsicle.
Do your makeup.
It's all good.
For real, like...
Put on this lipstick.
Yeah, but okay, maybe I just don't understand, like, the inner workings of, like, the porn industry, maybe even especially in Serbia. But how is it that you walk in there and you don't go home and just freak the fuck out at your wife? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you go home to, like, your wife and she's like, how was your day? And he's sitting there pouring Jack like a fucking G. And he's like, God damn.
They just made me watch some 11-year-old girl doing makeup eating a popsicle while I'm getting a dome shot from this chick.
And there was none of that.
None of
that came out.
He doesn't say shit about it. He's like, yeah, it was just a day.
It was a day.
Dog.
I'm just gonna get some sleep after watching that fucked up shit.
Just you enjoy yourself.
They all just be kicking it watching porno, huh? That's just a normal fucking thing in Serbia.
Within this
circle. They don't
circle,
watch TV, they just watch fucking porno.
This circle, for sure.
Apparently.
Yeah, but look at who all these motherfuckers are.
I'm all dick.
I'm all dick.
He's watching your wife right now.
Probably.
I'm screaming. Look at where he's at. He doing something wrong.
Yeah, but his wife, I don't
Sitting
think.
in the pitch ass black.
I don't think his wife did porn.
Wait a second. Wait. Because he's panning down.
There's something
he's getting a fucking dome shot as he's on the fucking phone.
All right, there we go.
Well, I mean, like, good man and everything, but who are we talking about? Ah!
Oh, the family. He's watching the video. A family video.
Oh, you sick fuck!
Yep. Oh, that's fucked up.
Why does this keep getting worse?
God damn, yo!
God damn!
And the chick's so cool with it.
Who are these girls that are just like, oh yeah, you can totally watch the family birthday party. You want me to suck it, right? There we go. Blow harder. Blow harder.
Look, you're not the wife. Blow harder. Blow harder. Wow.
That was deep. Like, what the fuck, man?
That's serious.
And he's in it.
What? This is the same dude who was staring himself in the eye while he was fucking snapping one eye. It's not like I really...
That's a Bond villain. That's a Bond villain.
But you kind of at that point can't put anything past him. Because, like, he just did the dirtiest of the dirty.
Yeah.
Like jerking off and looking into your own eyes while fucking snapping one off. That's fucking.
What kind of
that's
envy
devil.
do you got for your brother on that
Nah,
level
that's
so damn
devil
bad that
worship
that's
right
fucked
there,
up,
dog.
bro. That's fucked up.
Like you have no soul. You live on the dark side. You eye yourself while you're fucking smacking it.
Right. He's watching his brother's porno while getting some dough.
I feel better about that in a certain way than I do about him
easily.
staring himself in the
Easily.
fucking eye.
Right.
Like, yeah, there. Now this is actually
That's
kind of,
more
understandable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
got the Burt Reynolds mustache?
yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
yeah,
Fucking ill shit. Wait a second. She stops while they're watching porn? They're watching the birthday video. She's like, oh yeah, I'm super sucking your dick. Put on the porno and she's like, wait a minute. What kind of girl do you think I am?
So what is the plot of this one?
Oh my god.
How does he manage to stay hard for so long?
It's a police stick? That's fucking awesome. He's servicing all three of them. Yeah, that is some super angry.
How come
right
he's
there.
not tired? Why isn't he fucking limp? Yeah, he thinks he's just jealous as fucking his brother.
Although I'm not jealous of that blonde
Nah,
bitch
that was
boy.
like some scary looking.
Kinda-
That was some shit that
cool.
got made in Brazil. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I like Brazilian bitches, man.
Wait a minute. However, the most fucked up looking bitches that I've also ever seen in a fucking porn was in some Brazilian porn where you're like, apparently the plastic surgeons and whatnot just ain't got no kind of fucking rule because you look like that motherfucker from Mask. You know what I'm saying? You got big titties and big ass, like from the neck down, you fucking banging, but from the neck up, like I'm about to put a helmet on you. What the fuck?
Every chick that has had bad plastic surgery has been in Brazil. Like every single one of them.
Is this a job interview?
I think she's worked.
I fuck animals? What?
Yo!
Did she really just say that?
Yo.
Rewind it. Fuck that
Did she
shit.
just say
Fuck
that?
that
See,
shit.
doggy
Fucking
dick
rewind
already.
it, y'all.
What the fuck?
I'm just
yo?
looking because this is him questioning her.
Okay,
There,
we're going
now.
back. We gotta go
Super
back to this.
surprised,
What is this?
though. She's hard.
What are you
What are
shooting?
we shooting? Real cops. Those are real cops.
Oh, no way.
That's what I'm saying. That was a bulletproof vest, y'all.
Yeah.
Cut the crap. You're drunk.
Nearly impotent and turning dumb. Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Damn, but not me. I'm with.
What the fuck?
With those pros. Okay, now here.
I fuck animals for art's sake. What the fuck?
What? Are we serious?
Wow.
Big
See, look.
bucks. Okay,
Does it mean I'll have to
dick
suck
for
a
money?
donkey dick for money?
It's not so
Oh
bad. Oh
my
my
God.
god. Oh my god. That's fucking funny.
Holy shit.
Yo.
So there's some shit that they're not putting in this movie that's even worse than the stuff that's in this fucking movie. And that's super...
No. There's. I'm telling you that we're not
no,
there yet.
okay, no, fair. How far into the movie are we?
Not
Not
far
even
enough.
halfway.
Not even halfway. Okay, so shit's not even real yet.
Do you
know
miss
what
my
I'm saying?
pussy?
Because I wouldn't come near that bitch's pussy after,
Hell
especially that conversation.
After you just told me
After a
that you
donkey
fuck
dick's
donkey
been in
dick?
No,
Sorry.
no. She
Sorry.
motherfucker, he'd be like, hello.
Like there's still donkey hair in your pussy.
She
girl.
gonna,
Come on.
she gonna wince real quick like, oh daddy, that was in my stomach. I would tell
Is
her
that
like,
the wife?
hey,
That's the wife.
don't touch me. I had a fucked up conversation with this bitch today.
And we ain't never going to the pet zoo ever
For
again.
real, I done took 3 showers, pulled some crying game shit, and I'm still not alright.
He found the dildo, didn't he? Oh, that's a balloon.
Oh yeah.
It's a stand-up
Oh my
balloon.
god, yeah. Can we throw a fallacy in this, please? Just so. Yep, there it is.
Smack it ahead of him.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
You're
now you-
blindfolded, dog.
Dude, what kind of a cut is that?
Wait a minute.
You're getting hit in the head with a phallic object and then it cuts to a fucking blindfold in the backseat of a limo.
No, but I'm kind of with this because something I think really like bad. Uh-oh.
Somebody's screaming.
Oh yeah, this is not. Oh shit. Ooh. Ooh.
And that was the chick that was slapping around the kid, right?
God damn.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was about to be.
It's good. I feel like it's gonna get a lot worse.
It's gotta get worse, because it's starting like this.
There are 3 scenes in particular that are etched into my memory forever, and we're not there yet.
Oh, god damn it.
Fuck that shit, okay.
Alright, I'm still on the hook.
Well, and I'm still not understanding all of
What's even
the
going
roles of everybody so far. Like
this point.
Trying to put together
And-
this movie.
well, and
Yeah.
there's
That they're
also
making.
kind
Even
of
with the
not
subtitles.
really like a
Yeah, even
plot.
yeah.
Because there's no problem. The problem is, okay, you're going to do this
Okay,
porno.
well,
Oh.
the kid is there.
Yo.
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 Yo, that dude is a huge fucking joint. Jesus Christ.
He's like, yo, wait. What the fuck is the kid doing here while I'm
Nah.
getting this?
And
Fucked
she's dressed
up.
like Alice in Wonderland. No. Oh!
Ah,
She bit the
shit.
dick!
She bit the dick.
I will punch the shit out of a bitch for some shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my
God! God
Oh,
damn, hit her?
shit.
What? No!
Punch her in her face.
Don't!
Punch her in her
Oh,
face.
shit.
Punch her in her face.
God, dude, hit her with the hose!
Hit her with the hose. No.
Yes!
He's gonna fight it again, isn't she?
Don't do it! Don't do it! Whoa. God damn!
Why is the kid-
Oh
yo, the
no!
kid's
The
like-
kid's
the kid's still there?
smiling, dude. What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah.
All in
What?
your face. All in your face.
Jesus Christ. Yo, with like black hair
What
moving
the
behind
fuck,
him.
bro?
God damn! Why is the little girl like smiling?
Yo.
Bravo.
Get the fuck out
Bravo.
of here! There's no fucking way that was.
Punch him in his face.
I'm not.
Please
I'm
punch
not
him
Punch him in his face.
Oh, I'm not.
Right now, ready?
First of all,
ready?
do that.
Ready?
Help
Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go!
There we go.
Thank you.
There it goes.
Hey, yo, somebody
goes.
had to fucking
Somebody
bite
was
it for
getting
that
hit.
one.
Somebody
Yup,
needed to get
yup. Fuck all that. Because of everything that happened, if nobody got punched, you're a straight hoe. That's all there is to it.
So did you enjoy it less than a midget locked up in an oven? What the fuck? I gotta reread that shit. What the fuck did he just say? Did you like that less than fucking something about a midget?
All right, yeah.
All right, hold up. What the fuck did this dude just say? I've been doing this. I'm not beating on women in front of kids or cameras. Me, those junkers, our kid, I'd never dream of hurting her. Her mother fucked everything from stones to barbed wire. You're like a Sunday picnic for her. I'm not an artist. I'm also a professional. I never do anything against one's will. You're doing it against mine. I don't stand any kind of torture. You seem to know a lot about torture. Did you enjoy less than a midget woman whom you locked up in an oven in Stuttgart and pierced a hole in? What the fuck?
Jesus
Christ.
Christ, man. Who are these people,
What the
dude?
fuck,
Wait
bro?
a second. I'm all
At least
for
your
idioms,
dick enjoyed
but,
it?
like,
Fuck it did. You bit me.
the
Dude,
bitch bit him hard.
that bitch
too.
bit him hard as
She wasn't
fuck,
like,
yo.
Oh, I will punch the fuck it. It would be like reflex, no
Instant,
doubt.
like, whack.
And hard.
Nobody
too,
has to
goddammit.
tell me to do that. A
No.
dude is not a
Right,
crack and be
like,
like,
dude.
punch her.
Although, like,
Punch her.
I
why
will
would
knock
they
you out.
come and fucking like yoke him up like that? Like,
They probably didn't want him to like get out of it and wanted him to hit
what,
her.
they didn't want him to punch the bitch and back up, which is what he ended up
Yeah,
doing
that's what I'm saying,
anyways.
right.
So the director worked for the state TV. They say if he's done any movies, nobody's seen them.
Huh. Wait, so this is now the proprietor of this whole thing is this person.
The dude that they're
He
talking
did the
about.
research on
Yeah,
it.
he went and did. He had him go and fucking investigate him.
Oh no.
Wait.
No, I'm not gonna lie. He might be walking around with the largest white cock I've ever seen in my
That was
entire
a
life.
giant fucking dick, dude.
Dude.
My god. Like, no bullshit. Oh shit, what the fuck is this?
Because that's why y'all talking about how fucking we all hung like a fucking
Dude,
orca,
he's
and I'm kind of
fucking
worried about what's
insane,
all
bro.
about to happen.
Dude,
when
she
walks
looks
in
like she
frame
got
naked.
beat to shit.
And that's
She's
kinda
got
where
the
I'm
shit
at,
beat out of her,
like-
for sure. Oh damn, she like
Yeah, no, she's
she's like almost dead and shit.
y'all. Why does he have the balloon?
Is
I
that
think
the
that's just a
balloon?
huge
Is
dildo.
he-
Is that a
That is
balloon?
not a dildo,
They
bro.
bring
It's
a
not
balloon
all-
to the dick party? Come on.
Why would it be all rigid like that? I suppose they're into like hurting fucking bitches and shit,
Yeah,
dog. I don't
for
know
sure.
about kick her in the titty. Harder. Ooh, they beat the motherfuck out of that girl.
No, she gonna bite your dick again.
I don't know how I feel about any
Hit
of
it,
what's
Dad.
happening
Tear
right
it,
now.
Dad. Uncle Volkmir is shooting. What?
What?
Oh, he's thinking about his kid.
Oh, this is a dream, dog.
Yeah, he's got to be dreaming.
Okay.
Yo, I was like, they didn't bring his kid in because I mean, there's no sane person that would fucking. Dream.
Don't this is, look at it's a Serbian thing.
Yep.
I mean,
We're not-
he's
either
dreaming.
way,
This is
man.
like
He's
apparently-
dreaming.
Yeah, but apparently all of this. I mean, I honestly, if there's anybody from Serbia who actually like knows the deal, whatever, I really want to know: was this considered like a serious film, like in Serbia in its origin and all that? Was this, or is this like art, or is this like just fucked up to be fucked up? Like, I need to know the root, like consensus, or like in the country that this is
Yeah,
from.
what does Serbia think of this?
Yeah,
film?
that's what I'm saying. Like, truly,
I
what does
actually would like to
Serbia
know
think?
that.
I
Dog,
want
that's
that
a
research,
legitimate
like,
fucking
What do
question.
Serbians feel
Like,
about
yeah.
a
My
Serbian
dude,
film?
wait,
They're like,
wait.
oh, everybody's seen it.
Have
It's
that,
okay.
have,
It's
there,
a good movie.
and that's
Like-
what I want to know. Have people in Serbia? Is this like, you know, this movie? You've seen this
Dude,
movie?
I honestly,
this is-
dude, I feel like this had to have been like a banned film. I don't feel like they're gonna
in the
be like
U.S. for sure.
in the U.S. for sure, because I know this wasn't big screened here anywhere. I had to
No.
fucking find this.
There's
shit.
no way they would
Yeah.
fucking air this in
No,
a movie
no,
theater.
no,
like,
no.
You can't even
No.
buy this on
No.
DVD at
No.
like the coolest video store.
No.
I guarantee.
Everything
said
about this,
DVD,
everything about
goddamn.
this
You
movie
said
is
old
wrong.
now?
You didn't even say bootleg some shit. You said, oh, buy the DVD. You know what? I
What
just
bootlegger is pitching this to
You
you?
know what I'm
Dude, I
saying?
don't know if you could find a DVD of this. I really don't know. I mean,
Next thing
I
you
would
have to do
assume
is
so.
fucking
I would
loop
assume
two
you'd have to
VCRs
be able to get
together.
a hard copy
Yeah.
of this.
You should
A hard
you should check on the,
copy.
you
You
should
said
check
said
on
hard
the
copy
fucking
said
for
hard
Serbian
copy.
film.
of this movie. Ill.
I
like
think
the-
I
I
think
like the
legitimately, if you were to go out and buy this, like with your credit card, they probably flag that shit and send it
You
to
probably
like
go to jail.
to the
You probably go
FBI.
to
Like,
jail.
yo, keep this motherfucker on a watch list.
First of all, we're checking your computer.
You about to be
you
on the
probably
7
got some
a.m.
fucked up
news
kitty
talking
shit
about-
on your fucking computer.
For
You fucked
sure.
up motherfucker.
The feds are gonna seize your shit.
No,
That's
for
what that's
sure.
gonna end up
We
being.
heard you like Serbian film.
They're gonna send in fucking Chevatos.
Today
Yeah,
we
bro,
are
you
shooting
see
at
that?
home again.
Oh, is he?
Without me, as today I'm retiring. Fuck that shit. I'm out.
Ooh.
I'm having fucked up dreams about my kid watching me fuck beat up bitches on floors. I'm fucking
Like,
done.
I'm donezo, dog. Just drink more.
Wait a second. What's he drinking on? Is what I want to know. Because we know that
He
our
got the
boy
cool-
drinks Jack. He
Nah,
got
the cool bottle.
I'm screaming, though.
He got the rich boy bottle.
he got the bottle
It's
that
like my
you pour
kids in
into after
kindergarten.
you
You know
buy
when
it.
you go in the liquor store, they got that little glass case you need a key for. That's what
Right.
that's what he's drinking.
That comes with your bottle of like Hennessy fucking
Exactly.
with the XO and shit. The little gift pack that everybody thought that was cool.
You said
like,
about
they
the
were,
kids,
like 19.
it's my specialty. It's my whole life.
Wow.
What did you say? Kindergarten?
I mean, shit.
The whole country's a kindergarten. A bunch of kids discarded by parents. Do you know what it feels like? Your whole life. About to be something.
He's getting corny deep.
You can eat, shit, fuck, drink, bleed, survive. Do whatever it takes to survive.
This dude should have been the motivator they brought to high schools.
For real.
You want a motivator? That's a motivator.
Look how angry he's into it, bro. Hell yeah. We're the backbone of this country's economy.
Keep running on a breath talking.
That's when you know they live. They get that
like
fat man
so
sweating the fucking all out of breath.
For
like,
anything.
What did you just do? I was talking to you a certain way.
Can you imagine how dope of a TED talk this dude would give?
No, it'd be insane.
Standing all. Guaranteed.
For sure.
Motherfuckers watch it on YouTube. Stand up. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Seize the fucking day, Orlov. The only way it could get better is if he ended it like Rakim was like, and just on a side note, at the end, it ain't about where you're from, it's about where you're at. You know what I mean? Yes, right. Flesh, soul of a victim.
Whatever religion this is.
Transmitted life.
He's like Borat, dog. It's like the Golden Hawk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing.
All right, the best actor
I'm
in this movie is the fucking director, dude. The director, the guy who plays the director, kills it.
So this dude's not the director, the Bond villain.
He's the director.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a straight gangster.
Yeah, that I'll go with you.
The victim
I'm
feels
just
the
saying, you
most.
want to instill fear.
The victim
Somebody
feels
beat
the
that dude.
most and suffers the best.
We
You're a victim, Hebros. You, me, this whole nation is victim.
We're just too
No, we're just
retarded. Nice.
And I won't be a victim. But Milos, you are the only one in the film who is not a victim. Is that so?
Uh-oh. He
got security cameras.
Allow me to show you the power of a real victim.
See, you know he's got that pimp shit when the fucking TV come down from the ceiling.
Yo, when the whole like that. Is this the film?
Oh, it's about to be so bad, dude.
I'm excited.
And this is it too, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no.
Is she pregnant?
Oh, she having a baby.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, yo.
Oh man, I don't even want to know.
Why do I have the worst feeling about this?
God.
There's no.
Hey,
okay.
Why'd they pick Vin
He's
Diesel's
just-
twin to come in here, dude? Jesus
For
Christ.
fucking real though? Why is he wearing the 80s shit?
No.
The one strip that goes across that doesn't have a bridge. I'm like super not cool with, and he's got the rubber gloves on and the whole nine, dog. What the fuck?
It's the dude from driving the car. He got the tattoo.
Shut up.
It's him. I'm dead serious.
I
Look at the
fucking
fucking
told
tattoo
you
on his
he's
neck.
the machine from
That's
8mm. Tell me
It's the
she's
fucking
about to
driver,
have.
dog.
She's about to have a baby right
Oh,
this
what the fuck is that?
Why is this happening?
No, see, look at.
Dog! What the fuck, son? I'm not even cool with this.
I was waiting for this moment.
Wait a second, this is about to get really fucking
waiting for
worse
this
too,
moment.
isn't it?
I was waiting for this moment.
Does he have any medical training? Birthing a fucking baby over here, money.
He slapped the ass on his
For fucking real, but like.
He's looking at it.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
What do you?
okay.
Wait
No,
a minute.
No.
There's no fucking way. There's no way. Oh, yo, what the fuck, son? How are you not throwing up all over the fucking floor and whooping his ass? How are you not throwing up right now on the floor and whooping his ass straight up and down?
She's
into
smiling
it.
about it, bro. That's fucked up, yo.
Ooh,
Alright.
I don't even know if I'm.
That's for sure the most fucked up thing I've ever seen on film.
that I'm not even like sure what to do.
It's
with
a new
that.
genre, amigos. Newborn porn.
Holy
Newborn.
fuck! No way! No way! Nope.
The
Because
look
that
on
would have been
your
that was my
guys'
last
faces
day.
right now is
That was my
fucking
last
priceless.
day right there.
And that's the look that I was waiting to see. I wanted to see what would
Fuck
happen,
this
but I wanted to
movie,
see
dude.
your guys' face when that scene came
I'm
up.
so eager to see what he does. Wait a minute.
Now he's feeling fucked up.
Yeah, I'm just making sure he's not about to start fucking, pulling the pork in the fucking car, thinking about like all of what just happened. Because I don't even want to say out loud all of what just happened, because the person who made this movie is fucked. That's fucked up.
Fucked up, right?
Super fucked
That
up.
right there,
That
like,
somebody could even think of putting that on a fucking movie is insane.
okay, but like I have to revert back to like when we were watching Roar though, and I'm kind of saying the same thing. There was a point where somebody had an idea for a movie and totally walked up to a person like with enough bread to fund a movie and was like,
said, I'm gonna do this.
Here's my script. Now, here's what I'm going to do. And the person with money was like, that's the greatest idea ever. How much exactly do you need? Oh,
Oh,
what?
How did you just find a bitch to just grab some
What?
titties?
It's not just some bitch though. Isn't that the chick from what's it called?
Is that the donkey fucker? Yeah, I would have some issues at that point too. Are you fucking kidding me? He's having like man flashbacks though.
Yeah, well, you're never getting rid of that.
Oh no, absolutely not.
And no therapist is gonna see you. So tell me
No,
what's
no,
wrong.
no, no.
Okay, now get the fuck out of my
Right, I
house.
was gonna say,
But
they'll
look
see
at
you-
him now,
they'll all
dude. He's
see you
looking all
once.
fucked up.
He did some
What the
fucked up
fuck?
shit that night. To get rid of that.
Hey. And look at
She
you
beat
just
his ass.
you just leave Milos alone, dog. He's like understandably fucked up about this. But yet I have this odd feeling that he's going back to work tomorrow. Like that's the kind of the part that's fucking with me.
Yeah,
here.
this isn't the end of the movie. So something else goes down.
There's blood in the bed, y'all.
Why is he all bloody?
No, him bloody I'm not so worried about. There's blood all over his
That's what
shirt
I'm
and
saying,
there's
but, like,
blood
the
in the
mixture
bed.
of the two.
His hands are all fucked up.
Yo, he got like shanked.
Yo.
He missed a couple days.
He missed a couple days.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
no. Yo, I can never unsee what I just saw. That was so fucked up, dude. Oh my god.
Oh,
Told
they're
you,
gone, bro.
most disturbing movie I've ever seen.
She's strapped to
That's
a
no
table
bullshit,
right
like,
now.
dude.
Dude, and it goes downhill.
He's about to get that fucked up phone call. Talking about,
And it
"There's a
goes
car waiting for you
downhill.
downstairs."
Oh, he
Oh,
pissing blood?
yo!
Oh! Oh!
He must have got punched in the kidneys hard as fuck. What? Wait a second. Was that a knife on Wang? Cause that is horrific in and of itself. Yeah, I told you.
Is that the driver?
Told you.
Is that the driver?
He's getting in the car, man.
Beat his ass.
That's a man.
Nah, he's got the keys to the car.
Shit.
Okay. That's actually just a hint better. I mean,
we flashing back. He killed that guy.
He's flashing
For sure.
back.
He killed that guy. Yo, shout out to that Samsung. I used to have that joint. That shit was sick.
hell no. It's like rampage time, straight up and down.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, big old fist?
Mobile user is not available.
That slider was fire. What do you mean?
Whatever. What are you, Morpheus? Get the fuck out of here. It's like that shit, that motherfucker pulled that little shit up in the bucket.
No, he hit the trigger one.
I'm screaming.
No, that was the intersection that he was at when he lost, where he ran across that chick, right? Yup.
Yo.
Okay, here we go. So, yeah, what went down? You know,
I think shit's about to get real fucking lucid in this motherfucker. Uh-oh. That's
Yeah, girl,
that's
you
questionable at best. This is such bad.
Yo, he got angry face
you
again.
gonna anger fucker to death.
This is the worst set of decisions in a row I think I've ever seen.
This dude's face is terrifying.
Why does he look like he's from 28 Days Later, all fucking the angry zombie, like, what's going on? The rage virus. That's what motherfuckers look like.
Every bitch in this movie is fine as hell, though.
What is it? There's a couple of them that I was just like...
aside from homegirl in the pool, it looked like a fucking...
sea
donkey. Looked like a balloon and shit.
Hell no. Where you get that?
He got
Noodles waiting for me at the party. It's a dog.
You're gonna show up to the house that nobody's ever been at. It's probably be empty. Dude, it's been so long since I watched this. It's fucked up.
He's coming in there with a cause, dude. He's fucking something.
Carrying a crowbar like I'm beating the shit out of you, dog. Shit stripped off the wall.
Man, these some fucking Euro gangsters and
but
shit.
the painting is still there.
They got those fucking flip out. I want that painting's bad as fuck too. Let's come back with bullshit.
Yo, for real.
But yo, if somebody can shout out the name of that fucking the piece on the wall, the artist, whatever, like yo, I'm super down. Like, yeah,
let's get that for real.
Me too. And look, don't be like that. I'm working over here. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, his flashbacks, bro.
He's killing me. It's like going all Memento and shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Here's what happened here.
What did they slip him though?
She cuffed him.
I think it's the drink he gave him, man. If you only
That's
knew
what it is.
Aphrodisiac actually right doesn't kill sexual desire at all.
He drugged the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, he drugged him hard. Viagra for bulls. A special recipe concocted by
so he gave him super heavy Viagra.
Super heavy Viagra.
Damn. That's why he was super dumbass horny on the ride home.
Now that's our stud.
God damn. 28 days later, yo, straight up and down.
No, this is getting just crazy.
And who is this bitch? Wait a second. That's the same one, isn't it?
That's not the chick that did him. That's not the chick that did him.
That's a different one.
That's a different person.
Okay.
Ooh. He's like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Dude. That dude is hyped.
Yo, somebody get that man some fucking water because
and a
like
Xanax.
he's got to be dehydrated like right about now. I'm straight. Ooh, goddamn. You talking about? All right, y'all gonna uncuff him on 3,
right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hit the bitch. Hit the whore. Ooh, shit. Somebody give that man a belt. There we go. Damn, he's winding the fuck up, too. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Ooh. Oh, he's just talking shit.
Straight up and down. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yo.
Fist, yo. Fist of
oh,
justice.
yo. Hey, yo. Ooh, shit. Oh, yo.
No!
No!
They gave him a machete?
Number 2.
No!
See number 2.
Wait a minute.
See number 2.
Wait a minute. Oh, yo! Yeah, that was a wrap. Boom! Oh, shit! God damn! No! God damn!
Yes!
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Oh, yo!
Where's the bleeding?
He's still not here. That's so fucking bad, yo. What the fuck? Hey, there we go. Nah. That I can appreciate. That means he's actually
That
like.
was fucked up.
That was so fucking bad, yo. What the fuck, dude?
See number 2.
Yo.
What the fuck, yo?
Number 2.
The fuck's wrong with your boy?
Hey man, fuck this podcast.
Look, hey, we gotta go. Get home, let the dogs out and shit.
Oh shit, I know what's coming.
God damn, yo. Straight up and down, I want to talk to the cat who made this movie. Like, please.
I want to talk to my mom.
Oh, okay.
And I have to guess that this keeps getting worse.
I told you.
Cause so far,
Downhill, bro.
So far,
Told you downhill,
this
bro.
This movie's fucked.
And then
up.
after it's done, I'm gonna tell. And we'll talk about it after it's over.
God damn,
We'll talk about it.
God damn.
No, there's dicks drawn on all of them.
I wonder what this is about.
What I do here.
Oh,
This is when she fucks the donkey?
Yo,
He's like, what did I do here?
I can't
What
say
did I
I'm
do here?
serious, man. Let's go.
When does shit get bad? When all of a sudden you hear a donkey cackle off. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, that's not me. Where's me? Where's me?
There's just Wang drawn on all of it, isn't
a
there?
whole bunch of dicks, dude.
It's like that kid from fucking Superbad, but he's like, I had this thing about just drawing dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's me. Okay, now, what did I do?
Yeah, but this one he remembers, though, doesn't he?
Oh, that looks like a... Oh, yeah, so that was...
Yeah, he
That was the
remembers
one
that.
that he...
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one he did sober and shit.
Yeah. Right.
Not on bull
Sober-ish.
Viagra.
And bull
Not on
Viagra
bull
and fucking
Viagra and whatever
roofies.
fucking roofie hormone they had him on.
Straight up, man. I'm still wondering, though, like...
Oh, that image is just...
Where are the
cool.
cops? Like, I'm not usually an
We're not
advocate
done.
for that kind of a thing, however.
We're not done.
Cause, I mean, like, I know he's like, what's with the police?
I mean, if you
whatever,
got
but
enough
honestly,
money,
they're not
you
like
can
the
get away
real
with, like,
cops.
anything, though, you know?
No, and this much I understand, but you mean to tell me that apparently you're so far up the food chain, like, as far as Serbia is concerned, that really you're untouchable. Like, this can go on. You're just like, yeah, no, it's cool like that.
I don't know, dude. Serbia might be like that.
Big ups to Serbia. Apparently your shit is super crack.
Yo, and I'm not going to Serbia.
Oh, yo, I'm never coming to Serbia. Like, from all the way the fuck over here, like, word to Serbia. All right, then.
Like, y'all are cool, but I'm gonna chill over here.
Like, no, and I'm giving, like, I'm trying to take positivity from it. Like, y'all get down. Like, that's what's up.
For real.
But I'm fucking straight.
Yeah.
He's just going through fucking video. What I do? What I do?
Yo.
You know what's
Ooh,
oh my
yo.
god, no.
Yo.
What else did I do that night?
This is another one.
This is a whole different one?
This isn't her. That was in a different fucking room, dude. There's no bed there.
Is she, like, laying on a board?
Yeah, like this, like, little, like,
This one's on me.
prison or some shit.
Ruh-roh.
He fucked him! He fucked him!
Yo, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my man. That's so fucked
You want to
up.
hear about, like, how the worst thing ever came about? Like, you're watching it right now. I'm shooting somebody. I don't even care. I don't even care how much money there is, dude. Like, I'm finding...
shit. What did she do?
She gonna stick him with something?
Y'all.
She's giving him more dough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gonna drug him up some more.
Swoop-de-whoop. Did you
See, you know the shit in the syringe is vile when it's always...
Now
a
you
weird
ruined it
color
all.
like
You
It's
that.
all
destroyed it.
like
Hold on. What
brownish
did he
orange.
just say? You could have drugged any of me. What did he say? Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't need to see
I just want to know what was said.
Where's the gin?
Right the fuck there, money. That's
All right.
what I've been tagging at it, too. Like,
What does she say? You could have drugged something. No, you ruined all. You destroyed the project. I know it. You could have drugged any. You fucking insane. You had Milos, now you don't. He's a headless dick.
Oh shit.
So I say your son's ear. You Milos up.
ooh.
You'd fuck God in the ass, trick a man. Instead, you take a genius and fill him with the fuck dope. You cheat, just like everyone else. Fear is bad.
It's a downer. Oh,
I feel like this would be more fucked up without the subtitles. I feel like you got the real raw version of this shit. If you don't know what's going on and you just see some bitch get her head chopped off and getting fucked, like, man. I don't even have any dialect.
I think that's it. I think that's his friend.
Oh.
This is no longer an artist. Good. Okay, good. Although she's the one
She's
who's
quitting.
like,
She about to get killed. That's why you get murdered when you quit.
Taking him
You
with
can't
me.
quit a business like that. They kill you.
about to do some big worm shit. Bitch, you don't quit me. Quit you. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, did you get all that? We can edit this later.
So dirty and wrong. Like, what?
Uh,
What? Alright.
More chained up bitches.
Is there blood already?
Yeah, there's already blood.
Yup, there's already blood.
Oh, so they took something out of her.
They took her teeth out.
Oh, they ripped all her teeth out.
I think I know what's about to happen. And
I mean, how would you not? We for sure know what's about to happen. Come on,
This
man.
is like super not good.
Oh, no.
And that's the chick that was saying she was gonna quit.
Oh,
no. Yo!
That's the chick that said that they were gonna quit.
See, I told you can't quit that shit.
They got the. That's a driver
I don't
again,
know who
huh?
that is. Watch him pull the mask off later, and it'll end up being Milos.
Oh no!
Probably too the way this movie's going.
Nah, because Milos isn't built like that. It's probably one of the guards
stacked up.
And he's taller and fucking he's Brody. Shit. Straight. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, he just jamming it right down her actual throat, not giving a pickled fuck. She's about to die. Ooh, he plugged in her nose!
Oh, shit.
That's death right there.
Yep, you dead.
Oh,
my God.
Yo!
Mortal Kombat ain't got shit on this.
Oh shit, god damn. Okay, worst way to die ever.
For real.
Fucking ever. Like that's the ninth circle of fucking hell of torture of like eternity.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck me, man. Oh yeah, she's super dead. Fuck that. God damn.
So I see how they get down. Jesus Christ.
Makes you appreciate living in America a little bit, don't it?
It made me appreciate living, and some of the choices that I made could have been way fucking worse. Apparently. Be in the midst of that bullshit, like, how in the fuck did I even end up here? Like,
so what was the gun and who was holding the gun?
I don't know, but
looked like his wife.
Finna find out, sure did.
Looked like his wife.
Oh, they brought his wife into this? Come
Uh-oh.
on.
Oh, this is probably
God
not
sent you to deliver us.
good at. Oh no.
From that whore, may she rest in peace. He's so drugged up.
Oh, he's super fucked up.
Yo.
Don't be it. Is she a psycho too?
Yo.
No, they're all crazy, bro.
Although I will say this, as far as children are concerned, they are what you've given them, and if this is what she's been in the middle of,
I mean, I'm not saying it's her fault, but she is for sure crazy.
oh yeah, no, she'll be a cutter.
Yeah.
Just give her time.
She'll be cool with other people. I promise you that.
For fucking real though. Ooh, this is nothing good.
So there's that Alice in Wonderland.
There it is. Yeah, there is.
I felt hard on that rabbit hole.
You're right. Is he bull even?
Yeah. He all juiced up.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, this is super not gonna go good at all.
Like my late father did with me. That's foul. God damn.
I just hate every direction this movie is going.
Seriously?
And there's the most villainous villain that ever could be, who's like, yeah, come on with it.
This dude has every
No.
villain beat.
You are the devil.
This dude
Leave.
is, yeah. He is beat
Oh.
No, he snapped!
Yeah. Stab
No,
somebody.
no.
Stab somebody.
He cut his own dick off. He cut his own dick off.
No, he didn't.
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
Oh!
No. There are
dick
so many
hostage.
better answers than that.
He hold his own dick
No.
hostage. That's insane.
No. There we go.
He
Okay.
jumps out a
Okay,
window.
my man.
Cool.
My
I can
man.
deal with that. You cut your own wang off, like, brother man, there's at least the 9 things I can think of. Better and just as immediate.
He got the
I'll cut
attention
it
he
off.
wanted. He's like, I cut the star of the show right now.
Oh, now you're angry with yourself.
What else did I do?
All of it, you know.
What
Wait a
else
second.
did I do?
After everything
he's
that's
got
gone
the little
on, this
bunny
is
as the
what-
fucking like the little
Yo,
ornament.
Oh,
Like that
bunny hood
Soprano
ornament,
shit
bro.
that they throw in there.
That's so foul,
Bunny
dude.
hood ornament.
Why?
What else? What else did he do?
Hey, y'all are sick, man. What's up? Serbian people need to chill.
Yo. There's still one more scene.
Yo, can I get a parliament? I need a bigger cigarette for this fucking.
I need a grown-up smoke,
Yeah,
dude.
There's still one more scene.
Oh no.
The ones
Quit
here
freaking
are
me out,
like-
man. Fuck you. There's one more. It's really gonna get you. Is that
Wait
the window?
a minute.
That's the window
Yeah.
that he jumped out.
Yeah. Dude, I had like a super bad feeling about this flashback, yo.
Is that his wife or who is that?
Is that the little girl?
The kid.
Yeah, it is her.
That is?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
This is teach me next time I fucking bring my
Looks
glass
like
sodas,
it looks like
especially
the
some got
kid.
subtitles. I'm over here
Yeah,
fucking
That's definitely the
listening.
kid.
She's just chilling.
Is that her?
Yeah, it's her being a crazy person, whatever she's doing.
Normal
Don't
shit.
follow her. That's why do white people always
Man,
make
hold
that
on.
mistake?
Watch when he
Something
follows.
scary.
her.
He ain't gonna
You just
follow.
don't even know.
He ain't gonna follow. I don't think.
Hey,
He's gonna go where he went. He's trying to figure out
Like,
where he
trace the
went.
steps.
He's trying to retrace steps and figure out where he went.
He even got some fucking fruit.
he's like, man, I need some Takis in
Bro,
fucking
yo, I need
Arizona,
Funyuns and,
yo.
I need to jerk off bad as hell. Give me a
Really?
magazine.
Give me that
Sean,
copy
I'm
of
gonna
Swank.
Yo,
while
I
you at it.
need a copy of Club, a copy of Playboy, I need a copy of Penthouse, and any fucking
Yo,
like
good luck
pocket
finding a
rocket you
butcher
got.
That fine. That's crazy.
Trying to butcher that fine.
Dude,
I
he's
would be
tripping.
Scared of her.
He's tripping.
Oh, he's tripping.
Like, you that fine? You got big ass knife. I got a gun.
Oh, they're probably all.
Oh.
I need.
Mad condoms?
I'm just gonna take these and leave. Phone cards, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, he's gotta make some calls, of course.
Mom? Mom, is that you? I love
Cover
you,
me,
Mom.
Beatles. What's wrong?
Cello Pekka?
I need help. Find me.
You get that call, you better be in your car. Going
For
to pick your fucking brother up.
Get your
dude.
brother, bro.
Like, for real.
And my slippers, my
You don't
house
need no
shoes, all
questions.
this shit.
You get, I need help. Here's the street. Get the fuck over there.
Wait a
now.
second, wait a second. Here's the street. I need help. Hang up. Motherfucker, I'm grabbing my shit right now. I know
Ouch,
I'm
right.
barefoot.
I'm
It's
out.
going
And I'm
low.
bringing all
And
the weapons.
either call,
Like,
bro.
for
Yeah,
sure.
dude. I'm coming burying heat. If I get that call from
For
either of
fucking
y'all,
right.
if I
And
get
I'm
that
calling
call
the boys.
from either
Hey,
of
y'all,
y'all,
just
I'm
meet
on
me
my
over
way.
here.
Yo,
You know
yo,
that that's
on
the
the
bottom
way.
line.
I'm on the way right
Let me
now.
get a
Yo,
call
I'm
from either of you, and on the way, I'm making text
Yo,
messages and shit.
meet me
bet-
over at this spot.
Hey,
What's going on?
hey,
I don't
yo.
know. Just meet me there.
Well,
Just
who's
be
over
there
there right now? Because what you need to do is all get in the whip. We're going down to the corner of this and that. Why is his hand down his
he's
pants
in the
now?
alley.
Uh-oh. I am underage. That's about to be
He's
not
in the corner
good.
jerking off bad as
Oh,
fuck.
wait.
Oh, he's getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he got
No.
thumped.
He punched you in the dick, too. You see that?
Hey, yo, I bet you that's the director and his people.
That's film head.
Yup.
Oh, he
That's the-
snapped his neck?
Shit.
That's the baby fucker.
That's the baby fucker.
I can't even believe I had to just say that out loud. Though. Like, that's kind of fucking with me, though.
Oh, man.
Things you
Like, did
never
we
thought
really
you'd
just
say.
refer to
You
him
just
as
said that
the
shit and
baby
it was
fucker?
real.
Like, wait a minute, why
Don't-
was he
What was he
undoing
gonna
his
do?
pants?
What was he
I
gonna
thought
do?
he was gonna fleece him, but
Wait a minute.
I don't
No,
know.
I think he was gonna scalp
Anybody?
some leaders, like, for sure.
Hey. Judging what he has done so far in
It
this
wouldn't
movie,
surprise me.
That dude
Wouldn't
has a
surprise me.
room of
nothing
dicks,
would
for sure.
surprise me that he would go do like, I know I just whooped your
That
ass
dude
and
has
like
a
killed
shrine
you.
of
Like,
cocks.
watch how I'm about to
People
give it to you, and the director be in the fucking car with the camera like, yes,
kill. Great job.
$1 million. Mix what with milk?
I missed it.
Makes
You want me to go
me
back?
Bread spread?
He's talking about like actual ingredients or some shit.
Oh, he's
You're a
talking.
he-goat.
He was talking to him like a flashback to
wow.
earlier.
He's just happy he got his boy back.
Oh.
He's She's gonna give him more dope and fuck him up even worse.
My he-goat. Jesus Christ. That's like when Eddie Griffin called fucking
I'll
Bruce
provide
Bigelow.
a fitting end for you.
Oh shit. Called you a mangina. If I had two more he
And
bitches
he's
just like
driving.
you. Uh-oh. The billboard
Where's
is
he
not
taking
giving
her?
me great hope. Yeah. And they're smashing through too. Watch when he's like, no, dude, it's all good. Like, I own this spot. Like, literally, we run shit here.
He's gonna walk.
It's a fucking warehouse. Then nothing good in this context is gonna happen.
Any
in a
door
warehouse.
that opens up like that,
Yeah.
somebody's getting murdered.
Yeah.
Every single time.
There are floor drains in there for
Yeah.
like
For
stuff.
sure. No, yeah.
Yeah, we're almost.
Believe
Sane
all
people
that.
don't own sliding metal doors.
Fuck no.
Like, they don't.
No, not even industrial motherfuckers.
No,
Like you
there's
at
no
least a
warehouse
garage
that has
door.
that.
No.
You get that made when you become a murderer. That's what you get.
Pretty much.
Let me get that steel door. I killed somebody.
The industrial barn door. God damn. He seems less like.
Dog, yeah, because he's straight now. He's trying to fucking remember what
Oh,
happened.
this is the retracing part.
Yeah,
This isn't even-
he's walking.
yeah.
He's just
he
trying to
hasn't
figure.
hit
He's like,
the other
dude.
flashbacks yet. Like, where shit
But
gets
he's
real
starting to
for Becky.
fucking.
Oh, this is the final like frontier of like the fucked up shit he did. And here we go.
Yo.
Yup, here we go again.
Uh-uh.
You in for another round, bro.
Man, fucking. This bitch has been in every part of like getting him done wrong as fuck.
She's like the fucking.
Why has she got syringes and fire?
Yeah!
Yeah! How you like it,
Thank you.
bitch?
There we go.
Should have got her with an empty syringe. You would have killed her.
I was about to be like, what was in that right there? Cause
She OD'd. She just died.
God damn.
She could not hang.
God damn, she can't hang. Shut up. I knew you was a bitch.
She ain't coming to my party.
Can't handle my parties.
I ain't asked you to come over. You see, go be like that shit. Uh-oh.
That's homeboy that fucked him.
Yeah, he
I know,
fucked
and
you,
that
dog.
looks like
And
the
he's for sure
motherfucker
not
from-
letting you leave.
He looks like that motherfucker from what's that old ass movie? Fucking Higher Education. Michael Rappaport. That's what he looks like.
Oh man, but don't say that about Michael Rappaport. I like him.
Wait a second. I'm not saying that.
Don't-
Watch this.
Bro,
Watch this.
you
Watch
can't
this. Here.
put a Serbian
Big ups to
film.
Michael Rappaport. Word to you.
Please don't
However,
associate
old
Michael
boy
Rappaport
is like
with
if you
you.
were about 6 inches taller and a little fucking
got a lot
built.
of love
You
for
know what I'm
Michael
saying?
Rappaport,
We're
man.
not
Look like Michael Rappaport with no neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good.
I'm not gonna get that out of my head. 'Cause
Dog.
He does look like
Did you see it? I'm fucking saying. Like, I might talk shit, dog, but it's not
I'm just
unfounded.
saying.
I'm being for real.
I'm
Like,
just saying.
come on, man.
He does look a bit
And
like
once
him.
again,
I'm just
I
saying.
have to- I
like
have
a
to
young
put
Mike
out-
Rappaport.
Anytime that there's a warehouse with that lighting,
That's what
something
I'm saying.
super fucked up
These
is about to
places
happen.
are built for murderers. Nobody else has a business
Why?
there.
Wait a second.
He's
Is
fucking
that
something.
a hood or is that blood?
Goods.
I'm guaranteed that's like his wife or some shit. It has to be something that fucked up.
Nah, it's gonna be worse than that.
Is it?
It's gonna be way worse than that. God, I have this just super bad feeling about this.
Why'd you turn your chair like 6 degrees? Is this like
'Cause it's
get-
about to be
it's about to
fucking
be
cracking.
that bad? Come on, man.
Watch when it's his son.
If you don't want to watch a scene twice, you know this is fucking super bad.
None of this is gonna be any kind of good, dude. Uh-oh.
He gets super glued in there.
No, I think that was a real hard push to get it in. Why is this super not happening right now?
I really hope that's not what I think it is.
That is exactly what I think it is. And that's so fucking bad. And what?
Hold up.
Why?
Oh, I know exactly what's about to happen, and it's not cool.
Because he wouldn't be smiling like that if it
Don't
was...
even say it, because we all know what it is. We all know what the big finisher is. Come on, I know what it is.
No. And there's blood, and this is so fucking bad. This is super fucking... Fuck that. Don't put a cap on that.
Pass that.
God damn.
Here it comes.
There's his brother. There's his brother.
It has to be his brother, right?
There's his brother.
It is.
Yup.
Sure is.
Fucking his wife.
It's gotta. Hold on, wait for it.
And he's fucking his son.
God damn
I got
dude.
fucking... I'll bet $1,000 on that
I
shit
mean, that's
right
what
now.
We're all thinking.
Ready? There it is.
There it is.
There it is. And... Because there's no way we're getting off that easy. This has got to go that direction because this is fucking so bad.
Yep.
And his son is overdosed.
Oh my god.
Oh, yo.
Alright. So that's this.
God damn. And he's smiling at him like he's not gonna get stabbed.
A really happy Serbian family.
Yo!
Yeah, he knew the whole time.
Life. Art.
Fuck that shit.
Wow.
Lose your shit and kill everyone. Lose
He's
your
dead.
shit. Yeah, he's dead. Lose your shit and kill everyone.
Alright.
Oh, this is so not good. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting shot.
She's the one that had the gun in the flashback? No.
No,
What is
she's
that?
like a little nightstick
What
or
is
some
that?
shit.
Yup.
Oh, is that the
Ooh.
Who's
bitch
that
What?
chick?
Is that the bitch he hit with the needle? Nah.
It can't be.
Yup.
Is it?
Sure is.
I think so. I think that's her.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
her.
that's her.
He
Why
mu-
is she
he-
bleeding?
She fucked herself with that pipe.
Uh-oh.
Oh, because she was so
Because she was all horny.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. There
Yeah,
it is.
there it
Thank you.
is. There it
Thank
is.
you. Nah, he's getting Oh,
Oh,
shit!
oh,
God damn. Oh, down
Like,
to the
he
white
dead,
meat.
dead.
Down to the white meat. What? God damn.
The
She
wife?
came back,
Is
there
that
we
the
go.
wife that
Yeah.
bit,
She bit his
bit
brother.
the brother?
God damn.
That's it, Milos. That's the cinema.
He's still. Ooh.
She ripped his throat out.
Hell
Shit.
yeah, she
Got
did.
a girl. Got a girl.
There you go, get you a weapon. Now you
God
got the knife.
damn.
Pop, pop, get him.
Get him.
We got
Get
the-
him!
Oh,
Get
Get
him!
them all! Get them all!
Kill film head.
Shoot the baby fucker.
No,
That's right,
no,
empty
no.
the clip.
I
What are you
remember
supposed
how
to
this
do?
goes. This is about to get beautiful, bro.
Thank you. She's fucking
Yeah,
crushing.
smash that, bro.
Yes.
Oh shit!
God damn. She's turning him into a hamburger.
What he does to him
God
is
damn.
fucking classic.
Damn, he got moves. From
Just
like,
wait, just
a little
wait.
skinny
This is
dude,
gonna
bro.
get good. This is
What
gonna get good.
the
This is
fuck?
gonna get good. This is gonna get good, bro.
This isn't what I think he's
This-
about to
this
do.
is
with
a- yes,
it.
it is.
Other eye
Yes,
is
it
going.
is.
Other
Yeah.
eye is going.
He's fucking his
Oh,
eye!
yeah! Yes! 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 Shut the fuck up! That is fucking amazing. Fuck yeah. Go fucking a motherfucker. God damn.
With the hammer.
Look at the
shrimp.
hammer cock, bro.
Oh my god.
That looked like an arm making a fist. Jesus
That's
Christ.
fucking
That's a
real.
weapon.
That's
That's
straight up and
real.
down. I totally understand how that
That's
happened.
so real.
You be in prison, you be the baddest motherfucker. What'd you do? I killed a motherfucker with my cock.
I fucked his eye out.
Stab my cock in his eye to his brain and fucking let one go.
Oh, she ain't cool. You just fucked your kid to death. What do you mean?
Yup. And if that was me, be serious, I'll tell the
Hey.
bitch, please stab me.
Please,
Show
I'm
me.
not trying to live after
Nah.
that.
What? What? How did he fucking knock out his own wife? Wait a minute.
No.
Yo.
Nah, y'all.
She ain't dead, is she?
I don't know.
Unless he's planning on killing all three of them as like a consensus or something.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that's viable, but I just see that happening.
You really can't put anything past anybody in this movie now.
This movie, all gloves are off at this point. I'm not expecting shit.
He put him in a place and then locked the door. What?
Expecting what?
So is it the house that he took? Did you take him to their house?
That's their house.
Yeah, he took him to their house, put him in.
He tries to kill himself. He ain't got no bullets.
And then he fell asleep in the bed. Woke up, retraced his steps.
Damn.
So he's about to go in that back room and
So
find
he's
his
about
wife
to
and
go
his son
home.
dead.
And find his wife and kid.
So now he knows where it is.
Yo.
Now he knows what happened.
He knows where they are too and shit.
He found all the bodies when he got there.
He's just gonna keep.
Watch when the cops show up right now.
Right.
Shit. Give me the death.
Be the first. Be the first motherfucker. Like, it's not what it looks like.
Explain that one.
Like,
Encyclopedia
bro,
Brown.
I know, but you got it all
no
wrong.
idea.
All wrong. Let me explain something real quick.
Right.
Like, you be sitting there for 4 fucking days trying to convince them. Like, no, I swear to God, that's how it happened.
This movie had me so fucked up.
Where else?
Without the
can
words.
Go, yo.
Without the words, this movie had me
With
fucked
the
up.
words,
With
it
the
doesn't
words?
make it
Now
any less fucked up.
knowing, I mean, yeah, it was still fucked up. It's
Right.
still fucked up. But I'm saying now knowing like what was said along at the same time that some of the shit was going on, it gives me just a much deeper fucking like,
Right.
and it's even darker than what it was that I had in my head.
This is like,
You know, it's exactly what I thought. It is exactly what I thought.
Right.
Still, like the whole plot synopsis and how this all came together. Still, it's the same as what it is that I had broke down in my head. But
wait a minute, is the
I was
son
trying to see
dead?
if the son's for sure dead.
I don't think
Don't
so.
say
He's alive.
Wait a minute,
Because she's alive.
y'all.
She's like, get away from us.
Y'all. She gonna kill him. Please fucking kill that man.
Please.
I don't know if she has.
She's, like,
in her. She's
barely alive,
zombified,
y'all.
man. So is the boy. They're both just zombified.
Right.
I saw his eyes twitch. He's
Okay,
alive.
He's alive, but he's
That
just
makes
fucking.
me feel better a little bit, at least. Like, I would rather have him alive than dead. I mean, come on. It's not his.
She's singing that lullaby again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's singing that lullaby.
Grind game.
There ain't no way to wash that off.
Dude, you cannot.
Nah.
You can't, as a family, you can never.
Those are wounds on the inside.
There's
yo.
no,
Like,
there's
that's
no
a-
marriage counseling for
Nah.
you.
No. You are
You should
getting
be
over
sitting down
that.
the first time talking about where should I start.
You are getting through that.
So I'm a porn guy.
And these guys came around and offered me a lot of money.
I was retired.
My wife convinced me to take this job.
That's the ultimate give
Dude,
back for this
dude,
argument right there.
dog,
She'd
my
be like,
wife-
"Do you have any idea
My
what you
wife,
just did?"
my wife convinced me to take. I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm not even trying to bag on women. This isn't even like a shot at the.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
not.
no.
This is the plot. I was retired. I didn't want to get back into it. I was happy and in love with you, with our family. But we had these bills to pay, and you convinced me to take this job. I signed a contract not knowing what the plot of this movie was and did it. This was the outcome.
Nobody knew that was
and
gonna
nobody
happen,
knew
so...
that this was gonna be the outcome.
And I guess for the nature of the porn he was doing beforehand, to not know would not be, not necessarily to expect, I mean, like, even close to the degree of stuff that has gone on.
Now let's get this straight right now.
But now they're all like...
They just loaded a pistol.
Uh-oh.
They looked at each other and they got in bed together.
This is probably not good.
Yeah, they're probably going out.
This is a murder-suicide pact.
He put the fucking gun to her back. They're
They're
all chest to chest.
All they going... Wow.
They're going out.
Wow.
Be fucking serious, though. Be fucking serious, though.
Guns to her back.
No
Guns to her
way.
back. And...
God damn, there's no way.
Bang.
Wait a second. And I just
And
want to say
that's
out
how you
loud.
end the fucking movie, bro.
And I just want to say out loud, that's how they ended the movie, is not even showing that. You didn't show that. You showed everything else. But, like, the shit that's actually would be considered somewhat...
They're taping it?
Fuck off.
And they come in and film the ending,
Fuck
bro.
off. This was all part of it.
Start with the little one.
Start with the little one. What?
What does that mean?
They're gonna fuck the dead bodies for sure.
Yeah, they probably would.
What do you think? The dude was
Everything
his
else.
pants.
Everything else. What? Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Well, then there you go.
Yo.
Like you
what
already on the ground and then he just kicked you in the face again. Like
All
what?
right. All
It's
right,
not even
guys.
on the ground. It's in a literal sense. You're dead. That's it. And they're still fucking you. Literally.
Okay.
I just don't know how I feel about
Movie's
that whole
over.
fucking movie, dog. That movie fucked with my inner me. That was Borat gone horribly fucking wrong.
Serbia didn't ban this movie. Like all I'm saying is like, what are they doing?
I don't know.
Hold on, wait a second. Big ups to Serbia though. That's not what we're talking about. Like,
I don't know shit about your country. I'm gonna be straight up. I
just
don't
straight
know.
up and down, no, and I'm there with
Like,
you. And that's kind
And
of
I'm sure that like your people are dope. You probably got dope architecture and a brilliant history and shit. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
we really? We just went there.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If I had to base,
Your schools have nice halls.
if I had to base Serbia off of this movie, I would never, ever, 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 ever visit your shit. Not ever in my life. The shit that you guys think and then put on fucking film boggles my mind. I could never, in my wildest dreams, come up with some of the shit that I've seen in this movie, and it strikes me as just like this. I feel like this is American privilege at its best. Like other countries deal with like beheadings, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. So I'm sure like putting this shit on film was like fuck it. But like here, we see this and we're just like, what the fuck was that?
Wait a minute.
But I think
I don't think in any country
no.
fucking a newborn baby like you were just born. No, let's do it.
That's not acceptable anywhere. That's not acceptable.
Fuck where
that's
you
not
are
acceptable
from,
anywhere.
Whatever.
I agree. That's not acceptable. Like not anywhere. But I don't know who came up with that fucking.
My favorite peace offering is I bet y'all have dope architecture.
Dude.
Like some people need to just start.
Hey man, I said their people.
Hey, man,
I said their people were brilliant. I'm sure you got some beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Wait a second. And I also want to say, this motherfucker's over here hitting his fucking inhaler. Like we talked about just before the movie started, we was like, he gonna have me over here wheezing. You know what I'm saying? Fucking straight up and down. This motherfucker just got all hell bent. Like,
for real.
That was some shit.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
I'm like,
I needed to share this movie with y'all for real, and I needed to see the looks on your faces, specifically at the scenes that are the most amazingly shocking. Like, dude, you just watched somebody get skull fucked on film for real.
Straight up.
Yo, man.
Wait a second. And then I also have to point out once again, and the dude's fucking joint.
Dude,
Like,
I told you.
it looks like my
That's the
arm,
dick
but
my
less
own
tattoos.
dick,
You know
though.
what I'm saying? Like, less
Hey,
tattoos,
I'm
more
not gonna
veins.
lie.
This is old boy's dick
It puts
right here.
every myth
And I'm
of
not
that
even,
whole like white men
You're-
aren't hung
yeah,
shit.
shit.
Maybe it's just Serbia that
It's,
got it like
no,
that.
it's probably
Like
like
maybe Serbia just like they all
odds
just
are,
got
odds are it's a fucking prosthetic that they did like fucking Mark Wahlberg or whatever. You know
Nah,
what I'm
fuck
saying?
that. I'm
Boogie
giving
Nights
him
style.
that. That's your dick, homie. That's your dick for sure.
I do want to do an interview with that guy. I kind of want to fucking say like if we could call him up one day and just be like, yo,
near me.
I
To be honest, like,
and just be like, yo, when you made this movie, bro, where did you go in your brain?
how do you even get ready for that role?
How do you even prepare for that role?
And then I have to say once again, is the cat who funded it, who was like, "That's a fucking great idea." And then they had a casting call, and that dude showed up, and he was like, "Yeah, here are my fucking headshots, and there's like my resume and stuff for being an actor, and like I want to have this part and whatever." And they were like, "Okay, cool, we're gonna do an audition." And he was like, "Fucking word." And they were like, "Okay, you're gonna watch this baby get fucked."
Like, dude.
And he was
He
like,
was like,
and
dude,
he
what the fuck?
looked
Okay,
at it, was like,
for real?
okay.
Okay, let's
And
put
then
that shit.
at a certain point, he signed a contract. It was like, okay, word, I'm cool with doing this movie, right? And then they gave him like the full script, right? And then he got to read through the whole fucking script, like at some point, right? And you're telling me that this actor read through the script as did all the other actors in this movie, get to the end of it, and then they called back their like agent or however that works, and they were like, I just want to let you know that I read the script and I'm super fucking down to do this movie because it
Like,
looks
no.
epic, dog.
Dude, I really feel I kind of feel like I should pull the wiki or whatever, like the film
There's some
history.
back facts.
I mean, like
that I wanna
it's
know.
not like Roar. Roar, I did like some back research on.
Right.
I had no desire to do back research on this film.
It's hard.
And,
though,
like,
imagine.
But
And
at the
it's
same
Serbia.
time, I kind of feel like I should do some back research on it just to see if this was one of those things where like the director was given a green light to make a specific movie.
Right.
And then instead of making that specific movie, he made this film. And then they were
Can you
like,
imagine?
and then they were like, dude, what the fuck did you just put on my table? I can't release that shit.
She's like, it's good though, right?
And then they were like, no. But because it is what the fuck it is,
and we're out of money.
and we're in the digital
Dude,
era.
you already spent it, so
Right,
what
you
do wanna
already
do?
spent it, and
Dude,
I've
oh my
got the
God.
hard
It'd be
copy,
like,
so
yo,
I
he's
can
so
drop
right.
it. No,
He's
listen,
so right.
listen. Like for real, because this is the digital age,
Yeah,
and because they could have fucking like been like, nah, dude, we're not gonna release your shit.
yeah.
He could have been like, all right, watch this, and then fucking low key
Did it himself?
did it himself. That'd be the most gangster shit
Yo, if
ever.
that's the backstory to this, I will fucking die.
Dude,
That's insane.
I don't. But like I said,
But I mean, that's a
I'm totally
crazy-
speculating.
That's a crazy
I'm totally
theory.
speculating because like I said, I have no idea what the backstory is on this. So like for real, everybody who's listening, if you want to fucking put the work in and fucking find
Like,
out,
let us know. For
let us
sure.
tell us.
But think about it,
how
because his
that
mind went
fucking
there
happened.
for a reason. Like, what other like path could you go down to think of why somebody would have made this? Unless it was like an accident,
But
like
wait
that,
a minute, because
or
then-
just one fucked up motherfucker who's like, "Oh, you're gonna give me money
Dude.
and not ask questions?
Dude.
Like, this is what you
I've
get."
got at least in my
Please
head
don't
right
let it
now,
be that.
currently
Please don't
in my
let it
head
be that.
currently,
I can't
I've
think
got
of another way.
I've got a bunch of different ideas for films. I'm sure if we sat down and talked about it, we could come up with a couple of different
for
ideas
sure.
for movies. But we would never, in the ideas
I
that
wouldn't
we
even
would come
walk
up, dude,
near that.
I wouldn't even come within like 1,000 fucking leagues of this shit.
No, ever,
No,
never.
in the darkest shit, in the darkest realms of the fucking thoughts that come through my head, I would never, ever, ever come close to any of the shit that comes in this movie. So it makes me wonder who the fuck wrote this shit.
That's
And
what
is this normal in this in your fucking realm? And then in the porno industry, in the dark side of the porno industry, we're talking like snuff film and
Like
shit like
horrorcore
that, like
shit,
8mm
yeah.
shit. Is this the world that they're trying to fucking show us? You know what I'm saying? Is the director or the writer from this movie a part of some shit that he was like, yo, low key, this is some shit that happens, but y'all motherfuckers don't know that this is some shit that happens.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Like a very small circle of a population of people fucking do this shit, and I wrote this movie because I want you to know that there's some motherfucking a dark circle that does this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, man, I really should have done some research into this film.
Like, all of those theories work. That's the fucked up part. Is all of that works, because, like, there's no other way. Like, there's no way somebody made this movie and it was just some regular shit for a director. Nobody was like, oh, let's see how fucked up we can get and got to this. There's no way. Like, you have to have been through some shit or seen some shit that was like, there's a reason I think this way. No, like,
there's gotta be.
There's gotta be. There's a
You
way deeper
You
story.
cannot come up with a film like this
I don't give a fuck how dark you think you are.
without something to have a basis on. There's gotta be some kind of fucking story behind that shit that's deep as fuck. And I want to know what that is. I want to know what that is bad as hell. That goes so damn deep down the fucking rabbit hole that you can't fucking get it. Like I said, this is a movie that there's gonna be some shit you will never unsee.
Dead serious. I'll never unsee it.
You will never unsee it. You will never, ever be able to unsee that shit.
No.
And fucking, it makes you wonder, who the fuck is out there that fucking processes information in this fashion in order to put it on
Wait a second. Big ups to Serbia.
Big ups to Serbia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I think that you're trying to, like, legitimize or, like, logically kind of take pieces out of the fact there may actually be a fucking line of people who one after the other were like, this was the greatest idea I think you guys could have. Like, we're totally making this movie.
No, I'm not trying to take anything away from that.
Because what I'm
not at all. I'm just trying to get down to the why.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to get down to the why. Why this movie? Why this storyline? Why this fucking presentation in this specific way? Why did it happen?
I'm not thinking that somebody has the ability to make something like that. Like, their mind thought of this, right? That was the thought in somebody's mind. I'm not doubting that existed. What I'm doubting is that somebody with that thought, ballsy enough to be like, I'm going to gather a group of people that are all going to continually make a film through this whole idea, even as bad as it is that I have, and, like, come up with this and release it to where people can see it. They're like, those are people. These
That's
thoughts.
deep.
What I'm saying about these thoughts is like these thoughts that people have, if they do have them, as dark as they might be. These thoughts people keep to themselves. They don't put them on.
They don't put
film.
that shit on film.
They made a fucking movie out of this with people that were like, I'm down to
act in it.
That's crazy.
I got paid for that shit.
That's crazy.
So, like, again, who did this and why?
That's what I want to know.
And why? Because, I mean, look, man, I have no attachment to any of the fucking basic religions, period. You guys know this shit about me. I have no attachment to that shit at all, whatsoever. But that's some evil fucking shit, bro.
Evil as fuck.
Evil as shit. So, for Christians, this whole God, devil shit, or whatever, if you believe in this whole heaven and hell argument, that's some evil demonic shit.
Right. Well, but that proves the statement that I've made.
So again,
that fucking human beings are horrible
fucking animals. So now,
that's some
again,
shit.
who and why?
Right.
Who and why? Because there's no legitimate purpose to this movie.
Not even for, like, art.
No.
Not even for art's sake. Not even for art's sake.
It's like the
None.
twist that they put on it, the thing about it, and the only reason I agree with that so much, is that the twist that they put on it was not a twist that's unseen. A twist like that has been done plenty of times in plenty of movies. A twist that's so crazy that you never see it coming, and then it, like, blows you away. That's been done.
Right.
Not that. That wasn't
not like that. And even then,
the variables have never been mixed in.
And even then, if we were gonna break this movie down to the basic human condition, as in, like, if you were placed in this scenario, if you were Milo,
right. But that's why.
And whatever. Even then, when you break it down to the basic human condition, if you attach yourself as to Milo as the main character, and you're like, if I was to experience this with you, which essentially is how they film it and wrote it, you're experiencing the movie from his perspective the entire time. You're understanding things as he's understanding them all the way to the end of it. So if you're supposed to experience this human condition, it's like, yo, by the end when he offs himself, you're like, dude, I'm right there with you.
Oh yeah. Oh, here, absolutely.
I am right there with you. How the fuck else? Right, before he even got there. By the time I fucking get through this, if I get through this, there's no way I'm living. There's no way I'm living through this. Yeah. But even if we were going to break it down to the basic human condition story, do we need to have that presentation of the human condition story broke down in that fashion?
Absolutely not.
Well, but...
there's not a purpose, though. There's not a purpose. I really don't...
Wait a minute. But there are plenty of movies that have absolutely no fucking purpose. I mean, in reality, they teach no lesson, no nothing. So saying, and it's not like I'm an advocate for the movie necessarily. You know what I mean? I can't unsee it. You know, I mean, like that's to be absolutely fucking
exactly.
However, the purpose that it serves, I mean, the illumination of the human condition and all that kind of good stuff. I mean, okay, sure, I guess I can go with that. But the actual immediate ultimate purpose that it serves, none, absolutely none. It does nothing. However, I will say that fucking when it comes to this movie, I don't know. It's for me. It's did it need to be done up in that fashion where there was no purpose and no nothing? Because there are so many movies with no purpose that are of a positive sort of disposition. Then what we're saying is that the ones that have a positive spin or whatever, however pointless they still may be, we're giving them merit because of the positivity in them. Wherein you can't give any merit to the negative side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As just being like a film, although again it serves no fucking purpose.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? So you at that point you're just talking semantics, because then it's in the eye of the beholder and what's right and wrong, which that movie was, in my opinion, very wrong. Fucking wrong.
Very
in so
wrong.
many fucking ways.
It's wrong.
Unreal.
It's a wrong movie.
However, you can also take that in positive movies and TV shows and stuff that still have no fucking point. I mean, that certain people would vilify, even if they are construed as positive. I don't know. It's giving merit to one and not giving merit to the other for just being. Yeah, it's a movie. Was it a well-made movie? It was a decently made movie. If you take away from some of the things that happened in there.
Yeah. No. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree to that extent with yes, there's things that I take out of it that I'm like, yeah, it's impressive the way that the filming of the movie, the scene changes, there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm not saying that they didn't do well.
Cinematically,
filmed.
Right? All right. If I'm gonna break it down on the technical level.
Yeah.
I love the way it was filmed.
Yeah.
Camera angles are solid.
Sick.
Transitions are sick.
Yeah.
They don't do a whole lot of quick cuts and shit.
Not a lot of pointless dialect for no reason.
You know what I'm saying? Everything, it just gets straight to the point at all time. The dialogue is cheesy and corny and stupid as fuck. The writing is garbage. But the movie itself is right. That's fair. We don't.
Dialogue-wise, there's
that's true. And it's a translation that we're reading, and we're reading a translation that's fucking. It's an English fucking translation.
Because we both still got on the fucking level of the villain dude, he was giving it to you dramatically with his little speeches or whatever.
All right.
I'm saying, not even transferred over. If there was no subtitles, just his whole body language.
Dude, I said,
I said, he was smashing when it came to acting.
He killed it. He killed it.
Yeah, of course.
And like I said, the first time I watched it, I didn't have any subtitles to it, but I knew what the movie was about.
You knew who was
straight from beginning to the end. I didn't know the words, but I knew the whole dial. I had an idea of where that fucking shit was going, and how it was ultimately going to end up breaking down. So cinematically, it was filmed just fine.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude, that story.
That movie was fucking.
That's the only thing you can give it on any cool points. Be yeah, cinematically it was filmed good. But aside from that, there's nothing else that I take away from that where I was like, I have something to say about this. Other than that was just super fucked up, dude. That was just super.
And I keep it in a file on my fucking hard drive under fucked up flicks.
In the fucking dirt in my backyard.
I got it.
and rightfully fucking
on a hard
so.
drive that you'll never unlock.
On my hard drive, like, so
Shit.
I've got a file that I call it fucked up flicks, and it's just like, dude, what the fuck did I just watch? That goes in that file. I don't know what that was, but whatever the fuck that was, that goes into this file.
That's the one that when we get to be like old motherfuckers and die, and like our kids go through our shit, all of a sudden they're gonna come up and like fucked up flicks, and they're gonna be sitting there watching like, what
the
you
fuck
doing?
are you doing?
That's
What
worse than
the
any
fuck
fucking
is wrong with
like
you?
my kid's watching it when he's 12 or like 10 years old and shit. Like that's okay. Yeah, don't watch it. It's scary.
Or 7.
If they start a Serbian film,
Did you
I'm
do that?
slapping that child. Like get the fuck out of here and give me that remote.
He fucking said.
Yes.
He
Hey,
said.
Look, I'm not gonna. Okay. I know how this is gonna go. So I'm one of those parents that I don't hide essentially anything. Like,
Right.
I mean, like if you want to play whatever game, play that game. We're gonna sit and talk about that. I believe that's parenting. I don't believe in like. I don't believe in hiding. Like, okay, well, you can't watch this horror movie because like,
Right.
oh, this TV show is underage. Blah 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 blah. Now, I have made concessions because the mothers of my children don't agree with the way that I do things, and so for some children, I've made rules in which they don't. But whatever. But for the most part, watch what you want, play what you want, and then we'll talk about it. Because if I'm gonna shy you away from everything for your entire life, and then when you're 18, feed you to the fucking wolves.
Right.
What good am I doing you?
None at all.
Wait a second.
None
Are
at
we
all.
really being that jaded?
Are we
and saying at the age of 18, by the time you get into fucking, middle school
Okay,
and then
yeah.
high school,
Fair enough.
and
Fair
things
enough.
start coming your way, and you are a fucking deer in headlights because you've never seen, heard of, experienced shit because you've been sheltered away from something, and I'm supposed to let you go. I don't know. My kids go to public school, so it's one of those things that you say, the things that you are going to come into contact with and whatever, and it's inevitable. I don't want it to be a shock for you. And I don't want you to get yourself into trouble because you don't know any better. But if you do stuff and we talk about it and you understand like the overall of like what's going on and all that kind of stuff, then when you experience these things and you can look at it and be like, okay, I'm able to actually pull myself away and make, better decisions because I understand, my dad and I talked about this or whatever, like,
Right.
it just makes for a better approach and a better attitude when those inevitable things are going to come up. So I'm right there with you when it comes down to, can we watch that horror movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you,
We
like,
can watch that.
dude, this is scary as fuck.
Because I've had
Right.
a friend, so like my best example is I had a friend since middle school. We'll call him Jimmy because I have like no friends named Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy was adopted by 2 super Christian white parents who they're like the fucking like
the Brady Bunch
picture
type of.
perfect couple of that. They don't do bad shit. They don't watch bad movies. They don't swear. They put their kid through every fucking piano class, everything that they can. Make him do. They set their life up before they even get a chance to like live life. Like your life is already set. You can't do anything other than what we're about to make you do.
Wow.
So like this
Okay.
kid had no fucking chance from the start.
Right.
They made him go to church. They made him be Catholic, which I'm sure he wasn't into.
Right.
And they made him do the certain classes they want him to do, hang out with the people that he should be hanging out with, and basically shied him away from anything that could fuck his mental well-being up at all, right?
Right.
Then I came along, so and the kid was quiet, was way out of my realm because like I'm a confident person, like those are the people I'm attracted to, but for some reason this kid's super quiet or whatever, wanted to be my friend so fucking bad. I'm like, all right, man, let's kick it, whatever. But like when I start showing him fucked up shit and like putting him in situations that he doesn't understand, he didn't run away. He was just really, really interested.
Right.
Because he had never seen these things before, right? Like
Right.
I put him on to music that he's never heard, right? But these people are swearing and shit in their music, so like he's not scared of it. But he's like, I didn't even know this was an
hell? I
option.
didn't even know it was a
I
thing.
didn't even know that was a thing. And like was super. Well, his parents fucking hated me naturally.
Of course.
Right, but as time goes on, my point is that he never really did bad shit when we were kids. Even when I put him in that situation of like, oh, let's like 13-year-old, let's drink or let's smoke this weed or whatever and shit. He was the one that wouldn't do it. When he hit 18 and moved out the house, bro, you want to talk about an explosion?
Oh, I know.
This kid wants to try and do
Everything.
all at the same time.
Yup.
And I mean, fucked his shit
Like,
up.
dude, you
bad.
need to chill the fuck out.
I'm like,
no,
man.
I'm all in.
Gotta
Dude,
make
you
it
need
fu-
to
yeah.
calm the fuck down.
Gotta make up
No,
for lost time and shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
and I've seen it. I've seen it. College is where I saw it the most. Dude, I was a victim of that shit. I'm not gonna lie. When I got 18, I went nuts. Not because I was restricted in any way. I was just nuts from the beginning. I was fucking crazy, and just by the time I was able to go free, I was fucking crazy. But while I was experiencing my insanity, is when I ran into dudes who had that life experience where it was like, oh man, like my family, I was homeschooled for like 15 years, and then I did like, public school for 3, and this is kind of like the first time that I'm like experiencing life. These were the dudes that were the first ones at the fucking keg, the first ones to drop a 10 strip. Yo. Word, let me grab that bag of shrooms from you, bro. Fucking, they were dude, I'll take all of it right now. Yeah. Right now. Yeah. Because they had been denied just basic fucking exposure.
Ending to that story is that his sister, who was in the same situation, adopted with him, they were twins, she died.
Oh shit.
Because she developed an alcohol problem at 18 going to college, like right away.
And just started fucking pounding hard liquor.
Much one night that she drove out, got out of her car in the freezing cold, and just passed out in the sun.
Oh man, that's bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's how far that shit went though, because she's never been exposed to these things. I'm not saying expose your children,
right?
But let them be
live.
Kids,
let them live a little bit.
Let them go through the experiences that you went through.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like within reason.
You can't shelter them from everything.
Yeah, within reason.
Now,
but like,
that being said, don't ever sit down and show your kids this movie.
Ever in your life. Don't.
Period.
Right, hold on, man.
Wait till your fucked up ass brother is like, yo, come over and watch this movie. And then never talk to him again.
As a side note, once we get done with this, we are never ever going to talk about tonight
ever again. Yo, yeah, this is the first and the last review of a Serbian film.
Right, for sure. For fucking
ever.
real,
and be real, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to watch it a second time.
Nah,
but I not believe that.
But I had to watch it a second time with you guys. If I was gonna watch it a second time for any specific reason whatsoever, it needed to be with y'all. The only other person that I wish was here to
fucking honored.
And the only other person that I wish was here to fucking have to deal with this shit is Pookie or Wes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Either of those two here to
Pookie would have left.
Pookie would have. I feel like
he would have walked the fuck out. He'd been like, fuck everything.
I feel like he would have got out probably in the first like 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, he'd have got on the phone all of a sudden. He'd be like, "Hey, I'll be right back."
He would have bounced.
He would have boned
and
the
then
fuck
called
out.
us and been like, "Y'all motherfuckers are fucked up." You know? Wes, I feel like would have sat through the entire shit and been like,
Wes would have been speechless. Wes would have just sat here
and just sat here quiet.
Like, bro, what the fuck?
And then looked at me and been like, "I hate you."
Oh goddamn!
Oh
no,
shit!
Definitely
fucking,
like no. I mean,
man.
on the flip side though, like there's nobody on earth that has ever talked something up the way that Z talked this movie up and like fully fucking came through.
Dude,
like saying like how fucked up it was, and me being like, alright, whatever.
And let's clarify.
And then you get to the end like
he's the Nebro.
And I am the Nebro.
Right.
I'm the Nebro.
There it is.
So here's the bottom line. I'm not gonna bullshit you.
And you did not.
Not gonna lie to you.
It was a lot of under promising and over delivering. all the hype.
I tried hard not to spoil it in any way, shape, or form.
All the hype that you gave us, whatever. I was like, man, it's all good. And fucking, I figured that like it would live up to it, but I didn't think it would like that exceeded the hype by a fucking long shot. Like, I'm kind of embarrassed about all of how
there's
that
no
went.
way with words.
I wasn't ready
at all.
Dude, honestly, I don't think there is a way with words to prepare anybody for this film.
If somebody asked me to explain this movie to them, there's no way you
just
could.
That's why I say it's just the most fucked up, most disturbing movie I've ever seen.
Even saying what some of this is about to somebody wouldn't even half explain how they're gonna feel when they see it.
No, you know what it would be for me is that I would be embarrassed to actually, because you would have to go into detail to understand exactly what this movie is about, and I would be so fucking embarrassed to say half of that shit out loud that fucking I would explain something that was like the Cliff's Notes about another movie that could have been said was similar to this in a very like vague and nondescript way. Like that's the only way that I would be able to explain this movie to another person and not sound like a wretched piece of shit human being.
That's like exactly how you would explain that situation though. Like I would do nothing. I would feel nothing but embarrassment to talk about this to somebody who's never seen it.
The fact that if I did, the first response from any normal fucking person, they'd be like, "I'm sorry," and you watched this movie.
Right. They're gonna have a whole new view on you. They've never seen it.
On you.
Again, they're gonna think you're the fucked up person.
Now let's say,
I didn't make it.
But that's if they know what even the fucking movie's about. A large majority of people, I feel like on the face of the planet, probably don't even know what the fucking movie is.
No.
I'm sure of it because the movie is what the fuck the movie is. So the movie has to only exist in the minds of only a select number of the population. You know what I'm saying?
That watched it from word of mouth.
Actually watched it probably from word of mouth or are fucked up like me.
You got me. Okay, wait. I got a valid question.
And I am the Nebro. I am the Nebro. Well, what's your question?
How did you discover this movie?
How did I discover the movie? Okay, so I watched.
Wait a second, hold on. That's actually a valid.
It is.
Nobody asked him.
It's
And this is somebody we trust. We just came to watch it. We just never asked him how he found it.
But
we 6 seconds away from getting murdered, and you have no fucking idea. And I'm leaving.
This motherfucker said, and I'm out.
This motherfucker. I'm done. I want no more.
Good night, St. Paul.
And how did you find? All right, so how did you find it?
Okay, so I had just got done watching I Spit on Your Grave, the newer one, the newer version of I Spit on Your Grave.
I heard that was fucked up though.
If you haven't seen it, that's one that we'll watch. We'll watch that. I don't know if have you seen it yet? No?
I've seen the old
Okay,
one.
so we'll definitely put that on our list of movies to watch. It's not going to be the next one that we watch. We're going to watch a preview of the next one we're going to watch. But we're going to put that in our Rolodex of cues of movies.
All right, cool.
And then, by the way, quick segue. If anybody listening, if there's a fucked up movie or some shit, even if it's just a dumb movie throw it out there. We'll watch it and we'll do exactly what we're doing right now. We'll sit and we'll watch it and we'll talk some shit and we're open to suggestions. So go ahead, like, share, comment. Put that shit in the comments. We'll add it to our list.
If you've seen a Serbian film, like throw a comment on
Please tell us how did you feel about the Serbian film?
Like,
because
I want other people's views on this
for
shit
real,
too.
because that movie was so
that was
fucked
some
up.
Shit. But you still didn't tell me how you
Okay, so now how I came about it. I had just got done watching I Spit on Your Grave, the new version of I Spit on Your Grave. And so I had told Jackie, because I had watched it with her, I was like, you're going to love this movie because it's all about female revenge. And she was like, word? And I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, you're going to love this.
Oh, shit.
So we sat down and watched I Spit on Your Grave. So after that, I was like, this is the new version. But there was an older version of I Spit on Your Grave that I feel personally was a better version. Just because of I like the way it was filmed better. It was more raw. To me, it was a more raw film. Like the new version was all kind of Hollywooded up, but the old one was almost like somebody sat there with a fucking hand camera and was like, "This bitch just got raped by a whole bunch of fucking people."
Yeah.
And she is pissed and is about to do some shit. And fucking let's watch that shit. Yeah. And that's why I liked the original. As opposed to even the new one. The new one I loved. I loved the new one.
But they like flossed it up.
But they kind of they flossed it up. So in the search of I like that. I he's showing us some shit. Don't worry about it.
No.
Now I told her, I was like, there was an older version of this. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna download that shit so we can watch the old version so you can compare the two and you can tell me how you feel about that shit. Because I'm a film junkie.
Yeah.
And I love movies.
Right.
So, in my search for that, I was like, you know, what other fucked up movies are out there?
Oh, no.
So I just Googled most disturbing films.
2 gallons.
So yeah, Google.
Right?
I just Googled. What are the most disturbing movies that are out there? Banned films. Shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit that people fucking just normally just don't watch. And it's just not for any. I mean,
it's all the movies you stumble upon by searching for that.
For searching
That's
for that, you know what I'm
happens.
saying?
Yeah.
And in the list of all the movies, it pops up a Serbian film, and I'm reading the fucking synopsis of it. I was like, dude, this is vague as fuck, but it sounds intriguing, and I kind of want to know what the fuck this is about. And so I fucking downloaded it. And on one day, because Jackie and I every year have one. We pick a day, we call it our naked stay at home day, and we fucking stay home, and we kick all the kids out, they all go to school or whatever, and fucking we're chilling at the house, we're like naked all day, we order food in, we fucking watch movies, and that's what the fuck we do.
Yo,
because
dog, like, honestly, that's sick as fuck.
Dog, I'm telling you, it'll work wonders for your relationship. Now, so. Naked Stay Home Day.
Yo, shout out to Naked Stay Home Day.
We pick a motherfucker.
See, patent that shit. Don't you fucking steal
Naked
that
Stay
bro.
Home Day. That's my shit. Trademark.
And still big ups to Serbia.
So generally, we just pick a movie and we watch it and we and do our fucking thing, right?
Wait a second.
Now,
you guys commenced to exactly what Naked Stay at Home Day sounds
it's supposed to be, right? Exactly. But then we watched this movie.
Oh, what a.
And totally fucked
I blew
up.
my draws
Dog,
Dude,
damn near, dude, totally fucked up. Naked Stay Home Day,
I've
bro.
been sitting in
Totally
layered clothes,
fucked
sitting
it
on the
up.
couch like,
Totally fucked up. Naked
Don't
Stay
touch
Home
me.
Day, bro.
Immediately, my
Dog.
favorite story on how somebody found a movie. That's
Totally
fucking hilarious.
Totally fucked up. Naked
Oh
Stay
my
Home Day.
god.
Especially because it's supposed to be like Sexy Day, and it's that.
That's what I'm saying.
That
But he
movie
stumbled on
on
it by
Sexy
being
Day?
curious and was
Nah.
like, "Hey, it's that one day a year where we don't do shit and are super happy. Let's watch a
Let's
Serbian
watch a
film."
Serbian film. Dude, we like horror movies and we like suspense films and we like
man.
fucked up
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. What the fuck were
So
you
it's
watching?
like, dude, then we watched the Serbian film. We're like watching it. We're like a half hour in. It's after the point where like that the first fucking major
The big one.
the
yeah,
first
one.
the first major scene. And we look at each other and we're just like, I wanna fuck, but I can't fuck after watting this because
There's
it
no
says
way.
something about me as a person.
Oh yeah, you would have
On
to
the
restrict yourself
inside.
even if you wanted
You know what
to.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even possibly dude. There's no point of arousal during
No.
this movie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at my girl. I'm like, I love you. We're naked. We've been sitting here chilling, eating fucking chicken wings and shit, and fucking. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever. Like, we're looking forward to chilling and watching motherfuckers.
Hold on.
Chicken wings
Wait a
from
second.
D-Spot.
And I
nigga.
just wanna
From
say-
D-Spot.
Wait a
From
second.
D-Spot. Don't
And
get
what
it
makes
twisted.
it even better is it's the black.
Because I'm the
it's
Nebro.
black
Because I'm the
talking
Nebro.
about
Talking
what
about
you
naked
did
home
one
day.
day.
You didn't want to
What
go
did you
there?
do at Naked at Home Day?
Hey, y'all,
Chicken
nigga, I'm
nuggets.
sitting at home, naked, eating chicken wings.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Drinking grape soda. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a second. And the thing is, dude, look, this is my brother. I love this fucking dude to death, and I say this with no hate in my heart at all. It just cracks me up that the black dude's like, me and my girl got naked and staying home day or whatever. What the fuck were y'all doing? We were watching the Serbian movie naked, eating chicken.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna bullshit. This is facts. You know what I'm saying?
No,
These
and
are
I'm
facts.
super not mad about any of it, dog.
and if y'all want to call me stereotypical, lay it on a nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Anything that
I'll
involves
bring
a
it on.
Serbian film is super atypical. You know what I'm saying? It just is. It just is. Just because of what the movie is, like, that's fucked up. Like, you could have been telling me, like, we were eating fucking cucumber tea sandwiches and playing croquet in our formal attire and whatever, watching the Serbian film. Y'all wrong as fuck.
Yeah.
There it is.
So you can't play that
just,
up.
No,
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
setting where that's
Dog,
okay. You
dog.
can't even say I saw it at an art festival and I'm
seriously.
still looking at you fucked up.
It's
Like,
seriously.
you could be as artsy as fuck.
Hold
Guess
on,
what,
bro.
Banksy? I'm roundhousing your ass. You're nasty. You get a nasty award, you nasty motherfucker.
Facts. It
Straight
fucked up. They can stay home day straight for 3 hours after we watched
I
that
bet
movie.
it did. How do you even get back on a good train? You
Dude,
gotta watch
it took it-
Frozen or
Dog,
some
no,
shit.
for real. I'm not gonna lie. I think we did turn on like a Disney film.
That's the only way to
It
come
was
back.
like I think we did turn on like a
Like,
Disney.
where's
Like we were
SpongeBob?
like we have to fucking counter that with something that's way more positive. Like,
So off balance at that
like
point.
yo, that just totally threw us into a realm that we do not belong in. We need to get the fuck out of that seventh circle of hell to something a little bit more like.
So you watched Alice in
righteous,
Wonderland,
like, you know what I'm saying?
You brought yourself to a middle ground, and y'all got done with Alice in Wonderland, and still you got up from the couch, and one of you looked at the other and said, "Still don't touch me."
And I'm not gonna lie, we still couldn't fuck doggy style at the point where the fucking like we couldn't fuck doggy style at the point that we were like, dog, just look at me. I don't want you to turn around because 75% of the scenes in this movie
are so foul.
Are that?
So foul.
And it was like, yo, look at me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be turning around right now.
I'd be lying if I said that this didn't fuck me up for like the next couple of days.
Oh, dude, it will. It
like,
did
I'm
me.
not like I'm not like
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, dog, no, for real. When I like I said, man, when I was like, we're gonna watch Serbian Film. A couple days later, I was talking to Eddie. I was like, dude, I fully expect at one point during the movie that one of the two of you turn and look at me and be like, I have to seriously evaluate our friendship right now.
I felt like that.
Like, I really did.
Like a while.
But that's why in the middle of the movie I told like, what the fuck's wrong with your boy?
That's what I said. That's why I started laughing so hard is when he said that shit. I was like, yo, I really do expect at one point one of the two of you is going to look at me and be like, nigga, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you do this to me?
Like 17
Why did you watch this?
For a collective 17 minutes, I wasn't your brother. Just cause,
I was
like,
super mad to be in the room.
Yeah, dog, like I had to pretend I was kind of alone because I was embarrassed enough where I was like, that shouldn't be in front of nobody. Fuck's wrong with that shit? Fucks with your soul. Like for
seeing that alone is one thing, but like with your boys, like, man, y'all, hey, man, fuck y'all, I'm leaving.
Like this movie's like riding a moped. If you were by yourself, it'd be like, okay, I'm acquiescent to this, but I'm never finna tell anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'd be like, yeah, boom, 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 blah, Skippy, a Serbian film. You'd be like, dog, I don't even know what that is.
The people I told that we were watching this, like the people I put onto this podcast that were like, oh, what are y'all watching next? And I'm like, a Serbian film. They looked up the synopsis like you did. And like all of them were like, man, this is like mad confusing. We don't really, like, it sounds fucked up, but like I don't know in what way. And the one dude at the end of the bar, like hustling a fucking whiskey, not talking to anybody's like, yeah, I seen it.
He's like the rapist in the bar. He's like, yeah, dude.
He's like, you don't want to watch that.
He's like the trench coat guy that lives in his mom's house in the basement. It's like, yo, you guys don't want to watch that movie.
He's film head. Comes into a room with the 80s strip sunglasses and a trench coat. He just got tidy whities. Except you don't have tidy whities because you know all them Russian kids over there, whatever, they got all them flesh colored draws. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck y'all. I wasn't the only one at Jew camp looking at y'all like, man, your mama don't love you. Why she got flesh colored draws,
Yo,
man?
Side note, we gotta stop calling camp for Jewish people Jew camp because people get super freaked out when we say that shit.
Hey.
Like, dude, I've talked about Herzl so many times. I'm like, man, when I was in Jew camp, they're like,
hey.
No.
Okay, look. Anybody, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it like this. I'm just gonna put it like this. If you're listening to our podcast and you have any kind of like sensitivities to words, shut the fuck up and don't listen to our podcast. I don't want to hear it. So, like, look, we're going to say a whole bunch of shit. It'll probably fucking offend you. And look, ladies, when we call you bitches, we don't, it's the Cat Williams thing. We don't mean to call y'all bitches. It's just we don't know your names individually. So just let us hear me now. We holler if you hear me. So just let us, look, we love all of y'all. Y'all are beautiful and whatever. We're just kicking it and being...
As Redman so eloquently once said,
just being us.
Man, I love bitches.
I love bitches. Y'all are beautiful. Fuck, I love
you. And it's cool, but you dealing with...
You outnumber us for real. If we were to get jumped, I ain't trying to have it. You know what I'm saying? I saw this girl at the gym the other day would whoop my ass. And I'm a big nigga. Don't get it twisted. I'm not... afraid of nobody, but this chick that was at the gym scared the dog shit out of me. I swear to God, I will see her on UFC one of these days. That chick was bowdy. I don't want no parts.
Wait a second.
None of y'all.
Edit this out. That's the one which we saw that when we got in there, when we started doing fucking triceps. I was like, God damn. That bitch built like a linebacker.
I'm
Like,
saying,
she was. Hey, wait a second. Don't edit this one. Yo, she was fine. I'm not even saying that. She was fine as fuck. I'm screaming. I'd have fucking split it, no problem. You know what I'm saying? The other side of the coin is that you look at it and go, yeah, I wonder what it's like to be with a bitch that can bench press me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, you got a thicker neck than I do. It's kind of fucking with me.
And I want no parts.
You got a thicker neck, it's crazy.
Either way, I want no parts of any of your wrath. I'm a part of y'all's movement. Do your
thing.
thing.
We fuck with y'all.
We fuck with you hard.
For
So
real.
now, back to the other shit.
Now then, as we were saying,
right?
Shit was fucked.
That movie's fucked.
That movie's so
that definitely tops like everything for it. Like unless somebody else,
that's one.
So like the only
blows everything out of the
way
water,
I can
no
see
problem.
anything topping that is if somebody had seen this movie and had a topper for me.
No, there's no way.
In fact,
I'm saying like a
that
sane
movie,
person,
no.
if they were like, "Hey, I've seen that movie and I know one that's more fucked up." That's the only way you would be able to find
Dude,
that.
in fact, I wouldn't have even put this out there for y'all if it wasn't for the fact that we're doing what it is that we're doing.
Yeah, but
I don't believe for a day that
right
you would have
now.
showed me
Wait a
that for
second,
any other
though.
reason.
I just don't know if there was one that
Dude,
was
is
truly
there
like
is there any
consensus.
reason to show this to
That'd be
anybody?
mean as
Period.
fuck.
No.
I wouldn't.
But that's
I don't
why-
suggest this movie to anybody.
How
They're
much
like,
you wanna
dude,
lose all your
show me what.
friends?
Tell me a fucked up movie. All right, I Spit on Your Grave is as fucked up as I'm gonna tell you you're gonna go.
Right.
Because it's fucked up. It's a fucked up
right.
movie. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dark shit in that, and it's fucking hard to watch, and it's hard to stomach watching I Spit on Your Grave. But this,
You don't show that to people
you don't show this to people you love.
No, not at all.
That's
Never.
a very
You
eloquent
don't.
way of putting that.
You don't.
actually.
I love you guys more than anything. And I didn't want to have to expose you to
I
this.
appreciate
Wait a
that.
second.
That's
Hold on.
But
wait.
I had to expose you to this for the
appreciate
sake
that,
for the sake of the show. For the sake of the show.
What this ends up being is the bitch who gets beat every fucking day that the motherfucker. You see what you made me do to you? I didn't do this. You made me do this. That's what the
You
fuck
made
that
me
was.
do this.
Y'all
I
wanted
didn't
to be
even-
my family. You see what you made me do?
You made me do this. It's like when your mama whips you with the belt. Like, she's just like, I love you, but you made me so angry.
You think I enjoy this? That's V's whole
This
train of
hurts-
thought the whole
this
movie.
hurts
You guys
me.
think I enjoy watching you
This,
look like this?
this hurts me more than it hurts you.
Shit.
Just because I had to watch it a second time.
Oh,
Like,
No, and the funny part is that as much as this air quote hurts him to show us whatever, I can't even tell you because you can't see us, but this motherfucker was on
laughing
the floor,
my ass off.
laughing his ass
Laughing
off when
my
foul
ass
and fucked
off.
up shit was going on, and me and my baby brother over here are sitting here in fucking shock and fucking awe. God
Hey.
damn it, he's a little kid, and
But
we
y'all
brought him in
can't
this
see
motherfucker.
y'all can't see the faces.
Nah.
If
Y'all
this movie
can't see
had
the
a
faces.
rating,
If y'all,
it would
if
be
y'all were
rated,
able to see
like,
the faces,
yeah.
there's reaction videos to this movie online. I do suggest anybody who's watching watch some of the reaction videos to
I can
people
imagine what they would
who
look
have
like.
watched this online
My
because
face.
they all look like what my brothers look like today.
God. And honestly, I kind of wish that a camera was rolling so that we could see our own faces just about when stuff went on in certain parts of that in most of that movie. Because there was certain parts that were worse than others, but there was definitely like a lot of that movie that I was very kind of unokay with, and I would like to have seen our faces like
facts.
you know.
None of us are okay with anything that happened in this movie.
Oh fucking A, man!
Not
Here,
at
here,
all,
here,
dude. Not at
absolutely.
all.
Period.
There's
None of
nothing.
us,
There's
not
nothing.
any of the three of us, are okay with anything, period,
No.
that happened in this movie.
No. We don't advocate this movie.
We don't advocate the movie.
the viewing of this
We
movie.
don't. We don't. We
No,
don't
we
suggest
don't.
it.
None of it.
What we do
We
know
don't.
is we know the people listening are gonna watch it.
Are gonna watch it
Because
just
of out of
because we watched
curiosity,
it. Just
but
out of
that's
curiosity.
it.
But I'm telling
Wait a second,
you,
hold on. And y'all
And-
are foul and fucked up people for
Yeah.
watching that movie.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to let you know.
and whatever you believe in,
You know what I'm saying?
go to confession,
For real,
bless
though.
yourself,
For real, though.
burn some sage.
Right.
Do whatever it
Watch
is,
this-
whatever
watch that movie
your
on a bunch of
beliefs
pillows.
are, whatever your beliefs are, prepare yourself before and then after to forgive whatever higher power it is that you believe in for watching this movie. Be like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm
keep
sorry.
saying about not being able to unsee that.
I'm sorry because
real.
these are facts.
Yeah.
These are facts.
Because
If you've
can't
watched,
unsee that shit. So
you
don't
cannot.
Watch it if you don't want to. If you don't want that to be stuck in your fucking brain forever.
If you've got a perspective of life that's all happy and positive, and that no evil shit ever fucking
That's
exists.
not. Wait a minute. No. That's not fair. Because we each have positive outlooks on
No,
life
no,
in
no.
general.
But I'm saying
it's just that we have fucked up inner selves that are curious about some fucked up shit.
I'm just saying.
You know,
I'm just simply
right,
saying.
but you can't question somebody's fucking inner positivity
No.
as a human being
I get
by
it.
the value of like watching this movie because
Fair
that's
enough.
bullshit.
Fair enough.
But
Fair
you
enough.
know what I'm saying? I just
Fair
don't want
enough.
anybody to fucking go off and say that we're questioning anybody's like human
Integrity.
being fucking integrity.
Yeah, I'm not.
But the
I'm not
fact that you
questioning
would
your
watch this movie,
integrity.
because
I'm
obviously
not.
we did. Shit.
I'm not questioning your integrity, but I'm just saying, be prepared for what the fuck it is you're about to watch.
That I can fuck with.
In all
that.
Because
reality, we're saying that
because
saves
it
you.
will legitimately change the way that you fucking look at things.
That's serious.
It does. It does. Once you watch it, you cannot unsee what the fuck you just watched, and it will make your brain fucking quiver for a minute and look at the world differently.
For sure.
It doesn't. You will not be the same after you watched it. You won't.
No.
You won't. It's a movie that you've watched and will change you as a person. And if you aren't prepared to be changed as a person,
Don't watch that shit.
don't watch it.
Go ahead.
Don't watch it.
That's what
Don't.
I'm talking about.
Don't.
There's your disclaimer.
That's your that is. That's your
go.
disclaimer.
And that's a hell
Don't
of a disclaimer.
don't
yo.
fucking watch it if you're not prepared to have to actually take a good hard look at yourself and then humanity on the whole.
On the whole.
On the whole.
Straight up.
On the
That's-
whole.
That's serious
The
too.
whole
On the whole, you need to understand that there is both light and dark in the world, and that shit exists on a spectrum, and that some spectrums are extreme as fuck.
Right.
If you are not prepared to be able to deal with that level of our existence as humans on this planet, do not, under any circumstances, watch this film. If you are mentally capable, emotionally strong enough, and able to discern right from wrong, movies from reality, then go ahead and check it out if you're interested.
But
if
prepare
you're
yourself
not,
in advance.
but like I said, prepare yourself in advance for what the fuck you're gonna watch, because if you're not prepared, it will take the fucking breath directly from your lungs, and you might die on your fucking couch.
Honestly, like the way we watched it just now, I think gave it a sense of, because we're all together doing this podcast mostly on a lighter level, more or less. Like that's kind of the that's kind of the whole feel for the whole thing, right? You know, we're all laughing, having a good time. If I didn't have that like already in the room, and we were watching that on a serious level,
dude, you would have turned it off. You would have turned it off. You would have turned it off like you did fucking Porky's.
Yeah, exactly, right.
You would have turned it off like Porky's.
Right.
You would have turned it off like Porky's.
By myself, and I'm like, man,
dude, you would have been like, I have no desire to watch this movie. There's no reason to watch it.
Same way I felt about this, except for the sake of I was here watching it for a specific reason. I had reasoning to why I was watching this. I'm with people that were doing the thing, and we're like laughing. You know, we can make light of the situation as much as we can, or whatever. Me by myself, seeing something like that, there's not even a second I question that I would have turned that off. The first like shitty way I felt about it,
dude.
The first second where I'm like, damn, this is really some shit I'm not trying to watch. Done. I would have shut it off. It would have been no contest right away.
The only reason I got through it the first time that I watched it on Naked Stay Home Day was because I was sitting there going, "There's no way it can get worse than this."
And that's the only other thought in my
no
mind.
way it can get worse than this.
You were with another person,
right? And I was with
which
Jackie.
also
And I was
helps.
with Jackie. And so I was like, baby, there's no way, right? Like,
because the other person,
it's not gonna get right, because she's saying the same shit. She's saying the same shit. It's not gonna get worse than this. It can't possibly get worse than this.
Blanket over herself.
Right? Because we were, dude, for real, we were like all bouty, and then slowly we're just kind of like
drifting.
All of a sudden you'd be like,
you know what I'm saying? Like
you was sitting there,
you
chilling,
stay
and all of a
over
sudden you
there.
got an Annie.
I'm over there. I'm cool. I was at the beginning of all of this ready to go, and right now I have no. Don't touch me. I feel dirty for even suggesting that we watch this fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm
one that y'all
so
look at
sorry.
each other
Like,
like, why you so
dude, I
sweaty?
apologized probably like 4 or 5 times. I'm sure. Like, I was just like, I'm sorry, honey.
You would have to.
I didn't know.
You would
I
have
didn't
to.
know it was like this. If I knew it was like this, there's no way I would have picked this
Oh,
movie
man.
for today. There's no way I would have picked this movie for today.
You know what's funny is that you have somebody, your significant other is able to, like, she has the mind state to be able to handle sitting through that movie with you.
And
And somebody,
Oh, yeah.
and people
Oh,
like
yeah.
me don't have. So, like, you know, obviously I'm not ragging on my woman. I love her to death, but I know where her mind's at, and I know if something like this came on and we began to watch it, there would be no point where we would look at each other and be like, man, we should make it through the rest of this movie. Fuck no. She'd be like, why is this not off and like the TV in the garbage? What the fuck is going? Like, are you serious right now? Like, we would never make it through that film. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's crazy that you got that. You know what I mean? Because not a lot of people. So like, if you're thinking like, I'm gonna be like Z and try and handle this movie with my woman, make sure you know who the fuck your woman is before you attempt that shit, because that might be the end of y'all
Hey,
relationship.
facts. And if you're watching in another movie, if you're seriously, I've said it a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've said the title a couple of times, and like I said, we're gonna watch it because apparently neither of you guys have seen it. I Spit on Your Grave is another one of those movies that your girl has to be very, very specific in her mind to be able to watch that movie.
Yeah, and like
because that's another one of those movies that, like, if your girl isn't mentally strong enough, there is no fucking way. There is not even a fucking way that you will make it through the first hour of that movie.
Like,
not happening.
It's not even mentally strong too. It's like, if you have a person that, like, you guys are together and you're great, but you don't necessarily agree on the same movies. Like, if you're that couple, I guarantee you that and you're intrigued by something like this, us talking about this movie or I Spit on Your Grave, and you're intrigued by either of these movies that thinking about wanting to watch them, but your girl and you do not agree on movies, I will tell you, and trust me 100% because I know I'm fucking right.
Yeah.
Don't watch those with your girl.
Don't watch
because she is not going to agree with that situation. Do not do that. Like, if y'all have the same head for that kind of thing, especially film, that's one thing. And then on the other side, like he said, make sure she's mentally stable for some shit like this before you dive into that. But, like, y'all even have to agree in the first place on film in general to be able to handle something like that together. This isn't a walk in the park. This ain't Adam Sandler.
No,
bro.
No.
All right?
This is far from the Water Boy, dude.
Like, get ready, because this is
so far
this is jumping
from
the bridge
Big Daddy. So
like,
far from all of that shit, dude. Right? So far from that shit.
This is Ghetto Thelma and Louise right here.
Yeah, like this.
What, you about to jump off that cliff with that Metro? Go ahead.
Go ahead on that shit, bro.
Right?
Pouring out white smoke out the back, y'all going 5. You know
what
I'm saying?
Like, you might not make it.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
No, that shit was not. Yeah, no, that was some super crazy shit.
Straight up, like, I'm gonna end up out working next week. People gonna be like, "Hey man, how you doing?" Whatever. You like, yo.
I'm still fucked up from Friday.
I just can't even talk to you right now. I got shit to do.
Yo, my coworkers asking what you did this weekend is gonna have a whole new
meeting,
because
right?
I'm not gonna be like, you know what? Don't even want to talk about it.
Kinda, right?
I'd rather lie and say I did laundry. You know what I'm saying?
I will. I was gonna make an egg salad sandwich, but
and here's exactly.
God damn, you said egg salad. Wait a second. And if you go with that, you'll be like, man, you lying little motherfucker. Bullshit. Like, I made an egg salad sandwich.
Hey.
It was lovely.
Now I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Last time that we were supposed to watch this shit, we were supposed to do this shit a couple weeks ago, and you fucked it up because of work. Now,
Top Flight Security.
We have to watch a preview. We're gonna watch a preview of the movie that we're gonna watch next.
All right.
What is the date?
Oh shit.
That you're going to be available.
Look at how I'm not even
because I'm putting you on public blast. On public blast. If we don't do it, it's on you. It's not on me.
Now I really can't fuck this up.
Or our brother. This will be on you.
What are we looking at, like time wise? Like, are we looking for like a couple weeks?
Whenever. Hey man.
I've
got a studio in my basement.
Wait a second, there. And the thing is that,
I've got a studio in my basement.
We have made ourselves available
Sunday.
at your availability.
You're the one right now.
How we feel about that?
That right now that we're just like
bullshitting ass.
That we're all like
the day after Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, but the way you said that make me think that you lying like a motherfucker.
The whole motherfucker open.
Yeah. Sure, all them little squiggly lines don't mean shit when it comes to what is it, the 25th? You be like, bro, I just, like, I gotta do this thing,
You
and
asked
I'm
me
not
a date,
gonna
I
be
gave
able to
you a
make
date.
it.
Either the day after Thanksgiving or
That-
like any day that week.
Any
after.
day that
He says
weekend?
except
Third
Does
Tuesday
that
of
weekend-
Sunday.
April.
That's it. Like I'm.
What is the day of
open every
Thanksgiving?
fucking-
What day of the week is it?
22nd.
What day of the week is it?
It's
Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah, so
Always
23rd is
It's always a
Friday.
Thursday, isn't it?
23rd is Friday.
Yeah, the Nebro is horrible with dates. Y'all deal
Yeah,
with that
We
shit.
don't know.
So
Hey, Hanukkah's on the 2nd though. Shout out.
Happy
Brother, we just went there. Yeah, big ups to Hanukkah. What the fuck did you even
What up with
get
all the
that
Jews?
one? Motherfucker, but you got the Jew calendar in there, dog? I don't even know that
I got
shit.
Hebrew series.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck
That
yeah.
shit.
Hebrew series. She said, hello.
You're out of blocks.
Okay,
Why is
so
the goddamn television so loud?
but that weekend, Thanksgiving weekend is open.
Yeah, except that Sunday. That's it. Or no,
Are
not.
you gonna make me come
It's
out on
only
Black
that Friday. But like
You
after-
weren't shopping. You weren't.
I got the
You
20
ain't going in public for that shit.
The 26th
No,
through the
me
29th, I got
shit.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like the 23rd or the 26th through the 29th, I can do anything.
We're gonna do a Thanksgiving special.
Maybe I might need
The
some
af-
Black
the
Friday
day
furniture or some shit. You don't know.
You already got furniture. Why you need
We
more
are doing
furniture?
the two
That's why your mom
Hebros.
ain't got no nipples. Shut
Two
up talking to me.
Hebros and a Nebro Thanksgiving special will be done.
Thanksgiving special.
The
Made me think
Thanksgiving
of
special,
Charlie
bro.
Brown, man.
And we're gonna
I
watch.
do a fucked up dance. I don't
We're gonna
care.
watch a movie suggested to us by one of our.
Man, you ain't nobody, man. It's a little phone flippy. He got all jazzy. He got jazz hands over here with his fucking phone and shit like he knows somebody, man. You ain't
Yo,
shit.
shout out to Pop Sockets.
Wait a second. Shout out to fucking 2002 when that shit was relevant. You know what I'm
Whatever,
saying?
man.
Goddamn. All right, now, all right.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
We're gonna watch
So, what we talking
Thanksgiving
about?
special. We're gonna watch a
Two
movie.
Hebros and a Nebro and the Great Pumpkin. It sounds like a fucking Charlie Brown special, yo. I don't even care.
Yo.
A Serbian pumpkin.
We're gonna
Oh.
a Serbian pumpkin.
It's when you put it like
You
that
put
that
your
I have
dick in the
worst
pumpkin.
thing
You're
to
just
do.
like,
Ah,
yeah, bitch.
dog.
Give me some
If
pumpkin
you put
head,
Serbia
bitch.
in front of
Okay.
anything, you get fucked that up after watching that movie.
Serbia as a prefix for anything is
Yeah,
now
officially.
fucked for me.
From now-
You can have the most wonderful and fabulous and beautiful.
We're having a Serbian
architecture.
wedding.
Architecture. Sorry to bring that one
Serbian
back
building.
up.
Get me the fuck
You
out of
can-
here now.
Just seriously. No, but you can have the most beautiful, like, everything.
I'm
And if I
dying.
came to Serbia and it was fucking fabulous or whatever, the prefix of Serbian is now completely ruined
It's
for me.
tainted. It's tainted forever.
You be
dude.
like, look, I love gin. You could be like, yeah, I got this Serbian gin. I'd be like, nah, don't even come near me with that
No,
shit.
fuck
Somebody
that.
probably
Like, I'm
stuck their
just
dick
so
in that
cool.
shit,
I know
bro.
what
I don't
bull
want no
Viagra's
parts.
in that.
For real.
I'm gonna black out for like 3 days. I'm gonna fuck my kid.
Usually, I'm the one that'll make a reference to like 1984. Be like, whatever, my dude Winston, and from now on, it's gonna be like Winston and Milos or Milos. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Milos got done like that, dog. I'm fucking cool. Like, don't go in the warehouse, yo.
Oh man, fuck that.
Don't go in the warehouse.
Don't go in the warehouse. See that big
Don't.
sliding door? Bad shit goes on in there. I seen that movie, bro. Don't go in there, dog. It's just a bad idea.
If they
There's
got
a-
bad lighting anywhere, just don't go there.
Hey, yo.
Like if their fluorescent lighting's on the wall and it's shit, just don't go in that building.
And
Like,
for
that's
any
it.
actor,
Be cool.
any actor, period, if somebody says, I'm going to give you a contract, but I'm not going to tell you what the script of the movie you're about to film is, don't sign it.
Because guaranteed inside
Don't,
of that,
don't sign that
inside
shit.
of that contract, the
Don't
word
sign that shit.
bamboozled is in there.
Don't sign that
It
shit.
just is.
You will kill yourself afterwards.
Yeah.
And apparently your wife and your child too, because dude, shit got hectic. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. Like that movie's fucking. Yeah, like I don't even know what to do with all
Don't
that.
do
Like,
it.
No.
Cause the thing is that my son is gonna ask me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, Daddy, you were out. You know, cause I told him like I'm finna go kick it with your uncles and stuff and whatever. You know, but he doesn't. He's 7. He doesn't get what we're doing.
Right.
And so the fact that we are on YouTube like blew his fucking mind. But to try to tell him, like, Daddy, what'd you do? And you'd be like, yo, your uncles and I, we watched this movie and then we talked about it, whatever. At a certain point, my son will be old enough to actually go back and listen to these and whatever. And like, I just want to tell you, like, kiddo, we're not bad people. It's just we think and say
Oh my
fucked up
God.
shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Now we gotta hide this.
This is
podcast.
motherfucking.
I'm
No,
not hiding
no,
this
hold the
shit.
fuck up
Listen to
because
that.
because
Listen
I'm
to it.
to
There's
every
knowledge
parent,
in there.
right? To every parent their own. I give you whatever fucking leeway as long as nobody gets hurt. You don't impress it on anybody else. It's cool with me how you run your house and your children, and that's fine. But as far as like my kids are concerned, I know that at a certain point, my children, inevitably really will end up listening to these and whatever. And it's like, if they end up going and watching any of these movies, first off, you're fucking grounded. Second off, well, no, fuck both of y'all. I don't care.
Right.
First off, you fucking grounded. You go watching these fucking movies, especially on my TV in my house, because I beat you to your fucking birthday. God damn it.
What bills do you pay to be
You know what I'm
watching the
saying?
Serbian Film?
That's right there. Just so that we're clear on that. If you live in my house and run by my rules, you put that TV on and put these movies on in my house.
It's a wrap.
Oh, dog, gonna be some furniture
wrap.
moving in this motherfucker. However, I know that inevitably, I'm sure my children will listen to this and whatever. And the thing is that, like, we sitting in here just getting it in. You know what I mean? It doesn't make anybody bad people for watching, whatever. But I think that you have to have a certain level of depravity inside of you as just being, very Machiavellian, like, available. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. We just happen to be the ones that are, like, able and willing and strong enough to, like, watch these movies and be able to take ourselves back and give, opinions and things like that. And we agree that it's fucked up. But you still, like, yeah, you have to make your own decisions and all that kind of stuff. This is just my disclaimer for my kids.
I'm glad that there's even an open dialogue for us to, like, talk about it. You know what I mean? Because, like, that would soften it up for somebody that may have seen it and, like, had nobody to talk to about it. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
fucked up in my head in my mom's basement.
Yeah.
I'm fucking losing
Because
it.
you can't tell somebody why something's fucked up because you can't even start to explain that shit if they've never seen it. So it's like, man, I got nobody to talk to about this shit. Like, damn.
I just watched something I should have never watched ever
Right.
in
And
my
I'm just thinking
entire
about
life.
some fucking kid with like the underdeveloped fucking maturity level and fucking just level of like life lived to be
Right.
able to like mentally and emotionally deal with some shit like that and super not take it at fucking face value as being like a work of art in any way. You know what I mean? Because
Okay,
that's like,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie Faces of Death?
oh
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
At what age did you see that?
Oh,
15.
to like 13, 14.
Really?
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
That shit fucked me up.
It was
dude.
that was
That shit
one of
fucked
the
me up.
first. That was one of the first like movies of the epitome of like that time frame.
I was
saw
10.
it. That's fucked up, dog. That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Jesus.
but it's also one of those things that like what you end up like. It's every parent's, I guess, like worst fear is the stuff that happens between 2:30 and 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where like, what did you walk into? I walked into a room and everybody was drinking fucking screwdrivers and the TV was on. And they were watching these fucking movies and whatever. And like, as a kid, like I wasn't gonna go walk out and be like, no, bro, I'm fucking good. Like, no, I was young enough. Like, there were girls in there and shit. I wanted to be in there, and it didn't matter. So what was I doing? Drinking fucking screwdrivers and fucking watching Faces of Death and shit with a bunch of fucking bitches. I was like
Right.
a little kid, you know what I mean? Who was just like, yeah, but she's pretty. I don't really care what you're
I
watching.
like her.
Like, yeah, T-Roy got fucking screwdrivers and we ain't nobody home to tell us
Faces of
nothing.
Death.
You know what I mean?
What was his name? Kai? I think it was Kai. It's probably his name. I don't remember. It was man, years ago. Fifth, 6th grade.
Yeah.
I was like 10, 11 years old. Birthday party. Overnight birthday. Overnight
No, that
birthday.
sounds super. No,
Overnight birthday
always.
party. Overnight birthday party
It's
in
always
his house.
destructive.
You know
Every
what I'm
time.
saying? 50% of the fucking grade is invited. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Most of us live in East
Oh,
Side.
and there was mad people there.
Most of us live in East Side. So
Yeah.
we're like 12, 13, 14 deep. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out in the basement, chilling, watching Faces of Death before homie's parents fall asleep and we're all able to sneak out
Right.
as a mob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I was asking. I was like, okay, so now for us, Faces of Death was 80s.
Yeah.
Late 80s,
Late 80s.
early 90s, I think, when it was VHS available for For us.
And it had the
Right.
box
For
set that when you
us.
put
I
them all
watched it
together
on
made that one complete
Google,
picture.
so that's how you
Right.
know I'm
For
on
us.
that all the
You know,
time.
with the old grainy ass pictures and shit. You
And
know
that
what I'm
scary
saying?
ass Dr. Kevorkian looking ass doctor in the first, in the
brutal,
beginning of it.
man.
Hi, I'm Doctor.
With the
such and so. You're
skull
like,
that just had the flaming shit on it, man, that shit fucked me up.
That was
So like,
terrifying.
that was, you know, late 80s, 90s. In comparison to Faces of Death in the 80s and early 90s, you know what I'm
Not
saying?
even close.
No.
Not even
To
close.
the Serbian film
No.
of what,
This is way worse.
2018.
This is
Yeah.
way worse.
To see it, dude, if I had seen this movie at 10 years old, dude, it would have fucked me
Oh,
up.
But there's a
Therapist
difference,
levels
though.
of
But there's
shit.
a difference, though, because every scenario that is in the Faces of Death is a certain, like, natural, like, thing
That was
happened.
real.
Or, like, and it
Yeah.
was real.
It was
all of
factually
it. This was a
based.
fucking premeditated script of things that happened and an overall movie plot and idea that somebody had put together as, like, I'm gonna make a movie. By saying that I'm going through and I'm taking all the recordings of, like, people getting eaten by alligators and, like, mental patients stabbing fucking nurses and stuff is all, it is a compilation of real life events that happened to at the time, and fortuitously, I don't mean positively coincidental, I just mean coincidental. But fortuitously, all came together where there was a camera, it was recorded, it was, you know, all that stuff. And somebody going and making a compilation of these real live events is something completely different than what we just watched.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Those are two
Yep.
different things
Yep.
because
Absolutely.
if you take away from the creepy part of, like, the doctor explaining everything in the beginning of the Faces of Death and why he did it, it is actually very understandable that, like, from a logical standpoint, excuse me, that a doctor would be so fascinated and interested with all of the, you know, quote, Faces of Death, that he put these, you know, videos
Series
together.
of videos.
And I think that it got taken a certain way, albeit that everything is, you know, gruesome and some of it's really sad and all that kind of stuff. There was, like, he had a fascination that was intellectually based that happened to have yielded him an income recreationally for the masses.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Whereas this is a fictional greater idea that somebody made into
Essentially
film
grotesquely made into film for profit.
for no matter the reasons why, who, these things at that point are immaterial. What you're talking about then is a bunch of real shit that really fucking happened. And when, like, the congressman fucking shot himself in the face with the revolver from the fucking manila folder, that shit actually fucking happened. That guy died on the fucking podium right there as he was about to be indicted.
Right.
Now, Milo never was a real fucking person.
Right.
That is a fucking character that somebody thought up. So now we're talking about the Faces of Death versus the Serbian film. These are two different, like, purposes.
Yeah.
Right.
Overall.
Period.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the
Yeah.
like, I guess, gore, I would consider a Serbian film entirely more gory and fucking any Faces of Death.
Right.
I
Hands
agree.
the fuck
I
down.
agree. I
You
agree.
know.
Just because of the fantastical side of which it came from,
Yeah.
like just because of the approach that it took, dude. I don't know if in real life that shit could have fucking worked. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. The odds of it
The basis
have to
of
be
it,
fucking
yeah.
astronomical. The basis
I would
of it.
fucking hope
I would hope so. I would certainly hope that whatever the fucking basis of this movie that we just watched is so, like, 0.00000 to, like, an infinite degree 0.1%
Yeah.
of the population
Right.
of this is the experience that you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, as opposed to Faces of Death.
Right.
So it's easier to bear
Yeah.
from
It's
that
easier to-
side of shit.
Yeah. It's easier to stomach Faces of Death based on what he said. You know what I mean? Being able to spin it in any direction of, like, okay, there's a doctor. You know what I mean? Exactly what he said. If you can spin Faces of Death, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You can't spin.
You
the
can't
Serbian.
spin a
I'm sorry,
Serbian
you can't,
film.
But there's nothing you can tell me.
There's
like
nothing.
we said in the starting. What the fuck is the purpose?
What's the purpose?
What's the purpose?
Why?
You can't spin this shit. I'm sorry, you can't. There is no purpose. There's just fucked up shit that we don't know about, and there was a reason that this got made for whatever that was.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know, but there's nobody that like can really fucking reason me out and like give me like a thorough understanding of this that makes me feel better about this. That this was produced.
Right. There's no psychological fucking synopsis that's gonna fucking make us feel better about all of what just went on.
No.
Because there's nothing that even from a logical, like psychological, any kind of like scientific standpoint that you could give me. I mean, social, as you guys mentioned, is the only one standpoint that I could understand why this film got made in the first fucking place. But there's really no other standpoint I could say. You could give me your perspective from any kind of a scientific or psychological. Why are we better people for watching this movie?
We're not.
No fucking.
We're not better people for watching this movie. I accepted that from the second that I fucking watched it the first time, and I actually feel kind of bad for making you guys worse people for watching this movie. But I'm just saying, facts. This movie is one of those movies that, like I said, it changes you.
I want to know the movies that you guys have seen that made you feel similar. Like, you know, the fucked up movies that
I've never.
Not on that. I know this level is so different, but I'm saying it from the perspective of what are those movies that you watched after where you felt like you were like this was like super fucked up.
If anybody's gonna have an answer to that, it'll be whoever's listening to our film,
probably,
like to our podcast.
I want to know.
I'm gonna be factual. I've never watched a movie that's made me feel the way that I felt.
No, I don't.
After I've watched, not even close.
No.
Gummo, like I said before, Gummo made me want to take a shower.
Right.
This one changed me.
This makes me not want to watch movies.
And like, and no movie, no movie that I've ever watched has legitimately changed the way that I look at shit.
Okay, yeah, super true.
None.
Movie. To know that human beings exist to that level. Even at the smallest percentile, like, makes me... Okay, so my brothers sitting here already fucking know that I'll say it to, like, whoever it is that, you know, the 3 people that'll ever fucking listen to this. What it ends up coming down to is that... We got
some viewers already, bro.
No, that's good. I can dig it. But see, I never fucking look at it like that. I always think that we all sit here and just be like this because we think we're funny, and I don't fucking know, like, why, you know... You said you wanted to record it, so I'm always just like, whatever, 3 people that fucking listen. And like 2 of them are like their girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gives a shit.
Shout out to the people that are listening.
Right, no. Big ups,
I love all of y'all.
Our people.
Everybody who's listening, if y'all enjoy our shit.
He said everybody. You mean anybody.
Share.
Anybody who's listening.
Like, subscribe.
Tell your friends.
For real, tell your friends. Because
we're gonna. You're like one of the fucking
we are gonna keep doing this as long as you guys want us to do it. As long as y'all want it, even if y'all don't really want us to do it, we're probably still.
If you don't want us to do it, we still finish.
We're still gonna sit here and do it every couple of weeks, every month, or whatever, and do it regardless. But fucking, for real, if you like what we're doing, like it, share it, subscribe it. I'll set up a Patreon or whatever you can contribute to help keeping us going, and maybe we can afford to put video cameras and shit in here.
Because I know y'all want to watch the movie with
I'm sure you guys want to watch.
Wait a minute, hold up. No, you don't.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
The one criticism I got from one person was like, he was like, dude, it's super funny, but I wish I could have watched the movie with you guys, because like then you know what parts that we're talking about. What? Now there's
there's certain issues that we come into with that. Now,
yeah, I know how we.
Legally, we can't show the movie
exactly
at the same time. So, all right. So, for any listeners that want to watch the movie with us while we're doing what it is that we're doing,
movie on.
I'm serious. Listening. If you're gonna press play, listen to our show. Listen to the first couple of minutes. You'll be able to tell when we press play.
We'll even say the shit.
And as a matter of fact, if you want us to, I'll tell you when I press play, and you can press play with me, and you can start the movie with us, and then you can watch it along. Just put it in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the format as it currently stands. Because, legitimately, look, I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of fucking cameras around here. I can't show you everything that you want to currently right now, but we can improve the format to whatever it is that you want. Just give us your suggestions. We'll read them, and we will seriously take them into considerations, and I will do everything that I possibly can to accommodate your requests. It might take me a little bit of time, but
we'll do it.
Trust me, I'll do it if you want us to keep doing it.
Yeah, however, I will say this, like, no matter what y'all say, I'm finna lobby for, like, if y'all want to watch something and we try to get you to watch the movie with us. But I'm saying I'm sitting here in my house shorts and the whole nine. I guarantee you don't want to see my big ass.
We I promise you, we are not going to be pretty when you look at it.
I'm not even saying that.
This is our
like,
chill time.
You know, I'm fresh shaved. You know,
this is our chill time.
I look fresh to death, but I'm off work, fool. I'm sitting here, sitting here in some house shorts, some sweatpants, smoking fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Like,
we are not going to look pretty when we do this shit.
But if you want to skip this one on not watching the movie with us, totally understand.
No,
like,
for real. I honestly don't want you to watch this movie that we're talking about. I really don't. Just listen to what we're talking about, and then just watch the next one with us. Just listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to the movie. If you want to watch it, that's on you. I don't suggest it. I'm just saying, listen to what we're talking about. Really take it to heart. Then let it go.
As Dante crossed the threshold with Virgil to the first, beginning the mouth of hell, the sign read, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter."
Yeah,
that is absolutely what that warning just was.
The Incredibles is fire. You should
don't watch this one. God damn.
Don't watch this one. Don't watch this one. Listen to the podcast. Don't watch the movie. If you feel like you really want to watch the movie, knock yourself out. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not. No, we watched it. Obviously, or else you wouldn't be listening to what the fuck it is we're talking about right now. So if you want to watch it, feel free. Watch it with us. Listen to us talk shit while we watch the motherfucker.
It might help you get through it.
It might help you actually finish the movie. Yeah. Otherwise, I know for a fact you will not watch it by yourself.
You probably won't.
You won't. You'll get to a point, and then you're just gonna be like, "This is too much."
And the fucked up part,
and you're gonna
is
turn it off.
End up watching
you're gonna
it
turn it
because
off.
We called someone baby fucker.
Yeah,
like that's the part that's kind of fucking with me. Is there gonna be some sick asshole like one of us who's gonna be like, "Did you just call that motherfucker baby fucker?" Hold up. Let me pause it. Let me open a new tab. Like we're finna watch this together.
We're gonna watch this and see what they mean by baby fucker. I don't get it.
You bullshitting. Like, what did he have? He had the show enough sunglasses. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just simply saying, y'all don't have to. I really don't suggest watching this one. If you want to go back and watch Roar, knock yourself out. I suggest Roar. Watch Roar. That one's great. Love that movie. I love that movie. Watch Roar. That one's great. Now, don't watch a Serbian film if you don't really, really want to. If you really, really, really want to see it, knock yourselves out. We hold no responsibility for that. But we suggest you just listen to the podcast and leave the movie alone. It will fuck with your soul.
Idea for what's going on by just listening to the podcast. I mean, like the serious parts, the way we freak out and explain it. You should. I mean, you understand what's going on. You can hear what we're talking about. You know what I mean? But like hearing it and actually seeing it are two very different things. And I'm telling you right now, like this is the warning. Hear what we're saying and laugh at that, and then like don't watch it though. Like just don't see that shit because it's not fucking easy to watch like at all.
It's a difficult movie.
Yeah,
it's a very difficult movie.
Yeah,
and when people talk about difficult shit, it's a fucking difficult movie. Like I said before earlier, I haven't watched this movie since the one time that I watched it, and I wouldn't have watched it again, except that I was watching it with my brothers.
That's the sole reason.
If I wasn't watching it with my brothers, I really wouldn't have been watching it. And the only reason I even have it in my fucking hard drive is because I downloaded it once and I don't let go of shit when it comes to film. I keep everything when it comes to film.
Even if the movie's garbage, it'll still stay in my hard drive.
I keep it because it is what it is, and I love film, and because I gotta know everything when it comes to essentially anything that I've seen.
Right. download this shit. I'm not gonna fucking delete it. Like, come
I'm
on,
not
I went through all
deleting that
work.
shit. That stays.
No.
So it's in my archive. And for anybody in the future, if something happens, if they're like, I really want to sit down in a podcast with you guys and sit down and fucking watch this shit, I'll submit myself to it once. But you gotta fucking be a motherfucking G, like
Yeah,
on
real.
some serious
For
shit.
fucking real.
Like you gotta be a motherfucker that like I feel I want to sit down with and be like, I'm willing to watch this with you.
And y'all are gonna be far and few between to get
And
me
you
to
are
watch
gonna
that
be
again.
few and far
Nah.
between
Good luck
in
with
order
this
to
category.
get me.
Right.
Yeah,
In
Use
order to
it
get
like
me
it.
to sit down and watch this fucking movie
Straight
again.
up, there
This
it
was
is.
literally the only other time that I was willing to subject myself to this. So if you're not somebody like Ice Cube or Joe Rogan,
God damn.
Joe Rogan.
Yo, come through though.
No, I'm saying facts.
This is what we
These
call
are
in the
facts.
business shooting the moon. You know
I'm
what
just
saying?
saying facts. If you are not somebody of this caliber, I will not subject myself to this film ever again.
That's it.
Nah.
Not ever
Nah.
again.
Oh, I honestly could.
Like I'm
fully
I'm
agree.
finna get asked like straight up like what'd you do last night? And like I'm not gonna have a good
I'm not
answer.
even gonna mention that.
Like
I
I'm
watched
just gonna
it,
sit there out and honestly
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm
will
gonna
because you have
tell
to
Say I
promote
watched
the
the-
fucking podcast.
Oh, that
Like-
I will. That I will. But not to
Nah,
but to people that I'm not gonna
this
say
one-
it. Like I'm not gonna say it to certain people. There's certain people I'm just like I know they wouldn't enjoy this.
No,
podcast.
fact.
And
Yeah,
if they're
I
like,
agree.
hey, what did you do? Like my fucking boss or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna.
I
fucking
can't even
say
get
it.
into
I don't
that
even
right
want
now.
you to think that
You
you
gonna
know
get into
about
your
that
earpiece,
movie
be like,
and know
what
that
was
I
that?
watched it.
Right.
balling the fuck out.
No, I don't want that.
Nah, cause like tomorrow morning, I guarantee, like me and you're gonna be.
Oh,
out.
we're gonna hit the
And
gym and it's
fucking-
gonna be good.
No, and the thing is
Yeah,
that like
work
at a
that
certain
out.
point when I'm playing ball, it's gonna be like, oh, what did you do
What
last
you doing?
night?
He's gonna be like,
And,
yeah,
and in
nothing.
all honesty, I'm gonna, look at it. I'm telling all of anybody who's listening and whatever that all three of y'all, I just let you know a secret. I'm finna lie because when it comes down to it, they're gonna be like, "What did you do last night?" I'm gonna be like, "Oh, we were kicking it over my brother's house, fucking drinking gin, eating chicken wings, and kicking it and whatever."
That's
and
not a lie.
good-
That's
no,
a half truth.
no. Okay,
That's
I'm
what we
sorry.
call
There's
There's
a
going to
difference.
be there's
We
going
call
to be
that
a
a
certain
half truth.
there's going to be a certain omission.
There you go.
Half
There,
truth.
I'd rather
Half truth.
because a half truth would mean that I would tell you the truth about half of it, and
You
then I would
did.
lie about the other half. I'm just not finna mention the like
Line
major
by
part.
mission. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And so like essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like give a statement at the same time I will plead the fifth because the omission stops me from like incriminating myself at. Oh, you sat down and watched that movie? No, the fuck I didn't. No, the fuck I
That movie
didn't.
should be called as I Plead the Fifth because you don't want to tell
Straight
nobody.
up
and down.
that
Fifth.
shit.
Straight up and
You don't
down.
want to tell
I
nobody.
plead the fifth.
Want to tell nobody to watch that shit? Fuck that.
But that was my earlier rant about like my children talking about like, Daddy, what'd you do last night? Like, me and your uncles, we sat around and we kicked it real hard. That was about it.
We eat chicken
You
with
know,
lunch
right?
carriers.
We ate chicken and watched SpongeBob. Like, like, no, you didn't. What movie did you watch? Nah, for real, yo.
No,
We
that's
watched
what
the
happened.
SpongeBob movie. I don't even.
Oh,
I can't
man,
even call
I'm
it.
all
Well,
fucked
you
up
all
right
friends
now.
today, man. That's
I'm
like
all-
me. That's like me at Sophia's restaurant that one night.
I just vacuumed this motherfucking
No,
floor
you
too.
remember that one night me and you were out and we went to that fucking restaurant.
Oh man,
Boy,
boy,
I
we
was
had some
all
fun. Hey, and if
thumbs.
anybody,
God
if you live in St. Paul, most likely you live in St. Paul or Minneapolis. If you're looking for seafood,
Go to Grand Catch.
go to
dog.
Grand
Straight
Catch.
up.
Look, we are not paid for none of this shit that we're doing right now.
No.
No sponsors.
Period. No
Yeah.
sponsors.
And that
We
means
haven't-
that means in effect we have no real loyalty.
We have no
towards
real loyalty towards
anybody.
anybody. I'm just telling you facts. If you want seafood in the city,
Straight up.
go to Grand Catch.
Yup.
They're gonna fuck
Yup.
up your meal. It's gonna be so cold.
Get the fried green
Eat
tomatoes.
that shit. Eat the fried
Straight
green.
up. I can't
Anything.
even bullshit. You can giggle all you want. Them fried green tomatoes.
Them
are
fried
so
green
fire.
tomatoes are killer.
Those are so fire.
Anything off the menu.
Straight up, yeah. This is true.
Anything off the menu.
This
just
is
like
true.
D-Spot. Just like I was saying
Yup,
earlier. Just like
yup,
D-Spot. Anything
yup.
off the menu.
And there's no loser there.
There's not one thing off that menu that
I
you're
ain't
not going
been
to
there,
enjoy.
but both of them have been talking shit about this.
Straight,
fucking
yeah,
restaurant since
straight
they've
up
been
and
there.
down. Straight
So
up.
it's obviously there's something going on there.
Y'all.
Fuck that place up. Give them your money.
Give him
They,
your
they,
money.
they have
God
they
damn.
have all my money.
There you
I'm
go.
just telling you, they have
Straight
all
up.
my money.
There you
Straight
So
go.
just Give them your money.
They shout
I
out
don't
to
even-
Serbia.
They're worth it.
Right.
It's-
Right. Hold up. Let me do it.
Shouts out to Serbia.
Right, let me do it properly. Big ups to Serbia. You know what I'm saying? That's
Look.
fucking
We love y'all.
Serbian cats will go to Grand Cats. It's all good. They're halal. You know what I'm
We
saying?
know that movie is not representative of your
It
population.
can't be.
It can't be.
Wait a second. Right.
It's not.
Hopefully.
It cannot be.
It's just not.
Like we
It
said
is not-
earlier,
I'm not even saying hopefully. I'm not gonna be like one of these right wing motherfuckers that are just saying like some crazy ass shit. I'm just gonna say facts. I know for a fact, just because I know the world looks at us through our movies and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Nah,
Black
fair.
America is not what you see on Hollywood movies.
And Jew America
And
isn't
Jew
either.
America-
Just so
And
like,
Jew America is not what you see in Hollywood movies.
Right.
You Jerry Seinfeld. No, I'm just
So-
you big nose, rat face looking
So
ass
I
motherfucker.
know for a fact that Serbia is not what I just witnessed in a Serbian film.
Yeah.
For fucking
With
real
that.
though.
Facts.
Well, no, wait a
I
minute.
love y'all.
Yeah, and the hell of it is that once upon a time I worked in kitchens with a family who were Serbian and are Serbian, whatever, and they were absolutely wonderful people who were about their business and had integrity and class and morals and fabulous people. And yeah, to this day, seriously, if I see any of them, like, I would give
I'm
them a
not
hug.
judging you off of a
And,
Serbian
yeah,
film.
There's no way.
Not even.
There's no way.
I'm just saying the Serbian film is fucked up and
It
it
is
scares the
fucked
shit
up.
out of me
and
about
then
your country.
As an additive, as an additive, I just want to say we still love bitches. Yeah, I just want to throw that one out there just in case. Because we talking about all that backpedaling bullshit. And we sitting here talking about bitches and shit. It's, look at we love y'all. I mean, seriously, you got butts, boobs, gianters, like it's all good.
Okay.
Look at I was going Ralphie May. Shut up.
One of our viewers suggested a movie for us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
This
gonna,
might be the next one.
it is the next
Oh,
one.
it's the next one.
It is the next one.
AKA Tim Dog.
I fuck with Nicolas Cage though.
I fuck with
Like,
I
fuck with
fucks
his bad movies.
I fucks
too,
with
though.
Nicolas Cage.
Bang,
Like, I
bang,
fuck
And
with his
this
bad movies
this
too.
might be one of his bad movies. I don't know.
But I still
I've
would
never
love
seen it.
I
I've
think
never
that'd be
seen it.
dope.
So we're all in the same boat this time.
Cool.
Done.
We both saw Roar, the first movie. You know what I'm saying?
Roar.
We both watched Roar. And Nick hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a Serbian film, and y'all two haven't seen it. I haven't seen Mandy.
This is officially the three of us not ever.
So
seen
this is the
movie.
first movie that the three of us have never seen together. We're gonna watch the trailer, and this will be the next movie that we're gonna watch. All right.
And excuse me if I get loud, but I can't see so good, so I'm getting close up, which means I'm getting close to the mic. And fucking
Y'all squinty out and shit.
man, fuck you.
This old motherfucker.
That's why your mom ain't got no neck.
Cracking on
You
everybody.
like that shit? Then I tell her, and the bitch too like this. I'm not even playing. I got Marcus the other night. He wanted to sit down and get crack. And
Hold
I
up,
was
I
like,
gotta fuck with this volume. Hold up.
Oh, is it up? Oh, is this it?
Yeah, this is the good.
Oh, no.
That's the trailer.
I'm just gonna turn it all the way up.
This is a spooky trailer.
Ooh, she's scary looking.
She's creepy looking. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Pale white bitches, man. Let me tell you something.
Get me that girl I saw.
Shit.
Oh, what's this
Oh, my
about?
dude,
What is this?
Oh man.
What?
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh, yo.
Okay.
You're a special one, Mandy.
Yo.
Okay.
I'm so down to see this.
Okay.
What?
Must be so very special.
Did that just turn into a
Oh,
dude?
that's him.
That's a dude.
That's Nicholas fucking. No,
No.
that's him.
There he is.
The
God.
Performance on Lifetime,
yeah.
huh? They always say that shit with movies, though.
Oh,
Wasn't that? I kind of want that blade,
Yeah, like,
though,
I
man.
kinda
I
fuck
like
with that
knives, bro. I
action.
like blades.
Crazy evil.
Classic Nick Cage,
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah. Insanely violent. Fuck yeah, it is.
In love. I'll show you love.
Did that just switch
What?
to animation?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so that could be ill.
There's
Okay.
a tiger.
Tiger!
There's a tiger.
We're
on
in. We're in it.
More.
Yeah, boy.
Big ups to Goldie Hawn. You old, I still smash.
No, Melanie Griffith, man. Melanie Griffith.
Oh, Melanie Griffith, I still smash. I don't care.
Oh yeah, we're watching this.
We're watching that.
We're watching this.
Yo,
We're watching
dope for the recommendation. That's fucking insane. Yo, is that like a fucking...
Dude, how long is that chainsaw, yo?
Yeah.
How long is the chainsaw?
All right, real quick.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage just shit on Leatherface with that chainsaw. Good God. Oh my God.
All right.
Damn.
All right. That's the next movie right there,
but
boy.
Great movies in 2018 ain't nobody talking about.
I bet fucking
All right,
that
I'd
wasn't there.
ride that. I'd ride that.
Fuck that movie for real, dude.
Man, look at the Nebro just left the room, and me and my other Hebro are fucking sitting here, and yeah, fuck that movie,
Yeah,
dog.
fuck that movie, dog.
Seriously, that movie, I don't even know.
I'm
like,
cool with never watching anything like that again.
no, and I'm super down for like never watching anything like that
No.
ever again. I'm kind of ashamed of myself, like a little bit, for even being like keeping going. Like, does it make you a bad person for going about halfway through that movie and not walking out? Like, it, yeah.
I think once you make that commitment, you gotta stick with
The
it.
commitment. You talking about like you on a sports team, like you have to see it through to the end, dude.
You can't walk out like we're doing a podcast. We're not gonna walk off the podcast.
I will bounce out this motherfucker. Got me fucking bent. Nah.
He's like, and he's my ride. I'm
Right.
walking.
Well, fuck, we're not that far from my house, dog. For
It's
real.
all bust out, motherfucker. Get
You know
out
what
of
I'm
here.
saying? My brother finna ride out this bitch, see me freezing on fucking Rice and Arlington. I'm like, fool, get in the car. Like, nah.
No, you stay
I
through
can't
the
even
whole
get-
fucking flick.
You a wrong person for staying, dog. I can't even associate
Fuck
with you.
that. No, that shit
Mom
was
already
terrible.
said guilt by association. I can't even fuck with you. No, straight up and down. Like that movie, yeah, that movie was,
That was
whew, yeah.
Like we've all seen movies that we felt like shit after, or you felt like you felt some type of way about it after, but like,
Yeah.
not like that.
Yeah, not like that.
Like
no.
after I saw Requiem for a Dream, like I fucking hated that movie. Like it's such a
that's-
good movie, but
yeah.
I fucking hated it because it was just like, oh, psychologically this is fucking terrible to watch. But that wasn't like this, you know.
No, this is like
I
this
could
is
rewatch.
so
I could
much
rewatch
worse.
Requiem for a Dream, not for any purpose really, but like I could
Dude,
rewatch
Requiem
that.
for a Dream was a dope movie.
It was
It
good-
was a
it was
dope
good
movie
in
in
a
its
sense,
right,
you know,
but
like,
that's what he's
after
saying.
the-
Is like you're able to
felt-
rewatch something like Requiem
Yeah.
for a Dream because it like overall was like it was a very good movie, as debaucherous and fucked up as it was. Like I still like you could be like, yo, we're gonna watch Requiem for a Dream, and I'd be like, okay. You could fucking invite me over, like, come over to my house, be like, yeah, bro, but I don't even care. Like, we're gonna sit, on your TV at your house or whatever, and we're finna watch fucking a Serbian film. I'll be like, man, the fuck we are, man. We're all my house, dog.
down.
Like,
I'm not
who
coming
fuck-
over to that party.
No,
Like,
man,
I'm
like,
not.
fuck
no,
that
'cause I'll
party.
be trying to tell you, like, man,
Want
who
no
the fuck
parts
let
of
you
that
in?
party.
You know what I
No,
mean?
dog.
Like, what, did the dogs let you in? They ain't got thumbs. I'm saying, I didn't let you in talking about a Serbian film, dog. Gotta go.
Like,
you know
what
what I
type
mean?
of depression are you in?
For
Dog, I'm not
real.
watching that.
What,
dog.
you need Xanax and a hug. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is
If I
wrong with
wanted
you?
to watch that, I'd just ask him if he was okay. Like, that's all I would do.
Dude, I got this movie. I just wanted to come over and kick it. What movie is it? A Serbian film. Get the fuck out my house.
Yeah, for
bro.
real. Like, get out my
Let,
face,
let,
bro.
let somebody else who I don't love to death tell me, like, oh yeah, we're finna sit and kick and watch a Serbian film. I will walk the fuck out and not never talk to that person again.
Like,
They'd be like, yeah, what about George? I'd be like, man, fuck George.
Yeah,
George.
fuck
Nah,
George the
cause
real.
then they'd be like, man, why you don't like George? Like, one day when I'm drunk, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be hitting a
Yeah.
bottle of gin 10 years from that point. They'd be like, hey, yo, man, why you ain't never tell me about why you don't like George? Like, man, I don't fuck with George because, look, if we want
Hey,
to watch
look,
this fucking movie and I didn't see
Anybody
it.
who owns and brings over to my house a Serbian
Ooh,
film
you're cut off.
On site.
for
You're
us to
cut
hang
off.
out, you are cut
Nah.
the fuck off.
And you
Never
lucky
talking
if
to
you
that
don't get
person
stuck
again.
in the mouth once. Just,
I might hit you on the way out.
Just
for
on
sure.
I
GP.
might start asking you questions about your personal life. You might not want to fucking
For
answer
real.
to a motherfucker like me.
No.
You
Damn
might
straight.
not want to tell me. Because I'll call my brothers up and we'll deal with
Yeah,
you.
We gonna be at your house
Something
knocking
serious.
on all the walls to find that
Something
false chamber.
serious.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Something serious.
It's just
We're
like I
gonna-
told you earlier.
We're gonna
look,
have to sit down and have a real serious conversation about you
For
as
sure.
a person.
For sure.
And somewhere in the middle of that shit, you better hope I don't pull out my phone.
That's
You
just
better
that's
hope
just
I
like
don't
told
pull out
you
my
before.
phone.
Like, we finna be knocking on your walls looking for the hollow spot, Ed Gein looking ass motherfucking
Right.
And what I'm finna tell you is, when I hear that tick, 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 tongue, 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 I'm gonna tell you, you might as well just tell me your name right now about who's up in here, so when I go to rescue somebody, I can at least call their name out, that they feel comfortable with me pulling them out. Because I know for a fact, you have some fucked up ass chambers, you got some chick strapped to a motherfucking chair, you know what I'm saying, or a table in some precarious fucking position that I need a knife and a paramedic to get her out of. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, my dude, me and you, we finna have problems. That's just all there is to that. And that's why, you know, like I said, we watch these fucked up films, but if somebody were to just independently fucking tell me about a film that's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have questions, and I would have concerns. Like, more concerns than questions, because I think my concern would be the reason that I ask questions. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily why, but like, what are your motives as a human being to have actively fucking sought out to watch that movie? And furthermore, conceivably share it with anybody else. Because to me, that's like, you're Timothy McVeigh at that point.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you about to do? I'm about to go blow up this medical building. Well, you did watch a Serbian film, so I kind of understand. You know what I'm saying?
You'll
Like,
find that on DVD in his box.
For real.
That shit for sure.
that's the like fucked up equivalent of like Catcher in the Rye, when they have like psychological profiles and say like, you know, X amount of % of serial killers are in possession and repetitively read fucking Catcher in the Rye. There's something fundamentally fucked up about like a group of people where you can systematically say, and we found a copy of the Serbian film on their fucking hard drive. Like,
I bet there's mad groups of people that have done very fucked up shit that like consider that in like their normal playing like of movies that they watch.
So nasty.
Like that's in their
It's
roulette.
in their regular fucking
like their
stream of
shit that they
films.
watch. Yeah, because I'm sure they have like a set number of movies that they have watched consistently like more than fucking 10 times.
Right.
That's one of them.
And somebody,
that are
there's
super
got to
fucked up.
be an individual out there who has watched a Serbian film
And I think that's the one of
more
the
than
scariest
twice.
parts, dude, about watching that movie. Is
and
you
like,
think about that shit.
I never even
Right.
thought I'd say it. I've watched it more than twice.
Right. Exactly.
I've only seen it twice, so
And
don't.
that's all you're ever
And
gonna
I
see,
really
hope.
don't. I really don't think.
Right, he said, and I'm straight.
And I'm good. And I'm good. So like, unless there's large sums of money involved with it,
There's no other reason.
there's no other reason for me to watch that
Nothing.
film. And so if there's anybody out there, which I'm sure there is, that has that in their fucking, like you said, in their library,
that they
there's
watch.
somebody who's watched this movie probably 100 times already.
Yeah.
since
that
it's
person
come
is a
out.
sick
And that
fucking
motherfucker,
Hey, yo, please don't comment.
Dude.
If you that motherfucker,
even
just
You have
lays
problems.
over us, you know what I'm saying?
you have problems.
Get help. And that might
Real
not
problems.
be, like,
Go
a
seek
thing for you. Like,
real psychological fucking help.
Go on a 72-hour hold first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for real,
saying?
but don't come to my house.
Don't come
Right.
to my house. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to meet
Right.
you. I don't.
Like, the
I don't
motherfucker-
want to meet you.
I'm down for people, and if it's somebody came to my door and it, like, for real ass needed help, and it was like that, like, dude, I mean, I might say, you know, on bullshit, like, I hate the average person or whatever, but I'm a humanist at heart.
Fuck
And so,
that.
like,
I hate
most-
everybody.
No, but if somebody legitimately fucking came to, like, in front of me and they were like, no, like, legitimately, I need help, I'd be the motherfucker that, like, if it really came down to it, whatever,
No, I agree.
I'm down to fucking help just people. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Yep.
like, you know, at a very core value, I believe in people.
I believe in people.
I mean, obviously, it's
Right.
just one of those things. But it would be one of those, would be like, I really need help. Like, what happened? Like, I continually watch a Serbian film, like, on loop. Or, like, I watch it once a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be the motherfucker that I'd fucking close up, lock the door, call the cops, grab my machete, and get my dogs on their fucking harnesses and be like, yeah, it's about to be fucking go time, chump. I got me a whole lot of dog and about 23 inches of fucking 440 steel that needs to beat your face, dog. The fuck is good. Although, when old girl took that one to the fucking neck, like, big ups to old girl.
Yeah,
'Cause,
word.
like, straight up and down,
Fat.
he was still smashing
Man.
it from behind as he won your head off. Like, a donkey punch doesn't mean shit.
Dude.
That's fucking with
bogus.
you.
Dude. Like, for
So
real.
bogus.
That was so bogus.
So bogus, bro. So bogus.
She took it like a Jew. No, I'm playing it. I'm playing it.
Come on. God damn.
It's a, no, and I'm
Word-
fucked up for laughing, but like
Word
straight
to
up and down-
feminism.
Right. Wait a second. Hold on. We love bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's not at all what I'm saying. And big ups to Serbia. You know what I'm saying? However, in this warehouse of doom and destruction and whatnot, where, like, and the other part of it is, I'm sorry, tangent, but how is it that motherfuckers just got, like, random, like, beds and shackles and shit like that? Like, who the fuck are these people?
Dude, they just carried them in.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, the laundry list. So somebody in that whole rig was, like, the apprentice. Like, you're the bitch we kick around. You haul all my shit.
You buy the shackles.
You know what I'm saying? Well, like,
He's
no.
the shackle boy.
I'm screaming. So somebody went and, like, if that was in any way real, or, like, even as, like, being the prop boy or person for the movie, when you were like, okay, yeah, I finally got the break. I'm going to be working on this movie as, like, a prop person or whatever. And they were like, all right, dude, here's the fucking list. And they were like, we're going to need, like, chains and shackles and a ball gag and, like, all this, and like, all this fucked up shit. And you got this list, and you were so excited to be, like, the prop dude. You know what I'm saying? That you were like, fuck yeah, you ended up in a store where you're like, all right, so I'm gonna need some fucking shackles and some eye bolts, and yeah, I'm gonna need those handcuffs, and you have syringes, like, you sell all that in the same department, because, like, at that point when you got your cart at, like, Fleet Farm, and it had all this miscellaneous shit, I kind of want to record, like, whoever the fuck checked you out.
And didn't call the cops.
And didn't fuck the cops at that point. I'm calling the FBI and the ATF. Like, this motherfucker done lost his mind. The motherfucker's the hijack airplane? Nah, this motherfucker.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? Because the cart that you would have come up with would have been the point where, like, I would have questioned, like, myself just watching what you walked up with. And you could have the biggest smile. Paying all, like, with a business check and the whole nine. They got a movie company name on it and the whole fucking nine. And the shit would have been cool, you know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm here to buy all this shit. Like, I'm working for a fucking movie company. I'd be like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And then you would have started put your shit up on there. I'd be like, why you got a roll that fits like 14 syringes, dog? What you about to do with all that rubber hose, though? What? But you got real handcuffs. Them not bullshit handcuffs. Them motherfuckers, those are for real as fuck. Like,
I didn't even know we sold shackles.
Hey,
what
yo, man. And you got all this and you ain't even got lube, bro. What are you really about to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it would make me to a point like that, you know, whatever, the Amber Alert type, like, who did you call, dog? I called the feds,
I don't know. Let's say you're living in Hollywood.
I feel like that'd be normal.
Let's just say. Yeah, right, like I'm saying, right.
I feel like
let's say you're living in Hollywood and you're going to the prop store.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Think
of the Saw movie. Let's just take the Saw movies. Let's just take the Saw movie.
Fair, but that's like,
you know what I'm saying?
That's like Gabriel Iglesias said it in one of his fucking stand-ups when he said that about being on Magic Mike, where he's like, you know, yeah, and they called up like this company, whatever, and they were like, yeah, we need fucking props. And it was all the, you know, stage dicks that were for all the G-strings and shit like that to mimic, like, yeah, we got a bunch
dudes
of fucking male
hung.
strippers that are fucking dudes are just hung like fucking moose. You know what I'm saying? And
although I heard Matthew McConaughey,
he even said he was like,
I heard Matthew McConaughey is actually like that dude.
Big ups to Matthew
And
McConaughey.
and coming from the Nebro, welcome to the club, homie.
Wait a second. And from the Hebro. All right. Yeah. But he even fucking explained where he was just like, well, but you gotta understand. He's like, I've never been on a big ass movie and whatever. And you can go and like get one of his, you know, comedy acts, whatever that I'm talking about. But it's one of those things where he was like, so then the guy came in the door and had this giant fucking box and it was full of like, you know, rubber dicks, essentially. And he goes, we, of course, like, first timers on a movie and blah, blah, blah. Like, of course, we're all of a sudden, like, 11-year-old kids and we're, you know, playing lightsabers with them and all that kind of stuff. So I do get the fact that there's, like, there are people or places or whatever that are in charge of, like, these props. And so the stuff that they get calls for...
They're just like, word.
Yeah, but I'm sure at
how
their
big
stage,
you want them?
Right. But I'm sure at their stage of things, there's nothing that comes across the line necessarily that they'd be like, oh, I can't believe you would want that. So I do get that, but like, we're also talking Serbia. Did you just go to some fucking like
they probably don't have the same prop store and shit like that in Serbia? Totally. I totally
Well,
agree.
or they went to the fucking military surplus and they fucking ended up picking up. They were like, "What did you use for the hostages?" And they were like, "Well, we used this, that, and the other." And the dude is looking at the script and he's like,
Got a laundry list.
This will suffice. How many of those do you have? Really? Add 4 more to what you've got on the table, and you've got a deal. Cash, yes? Yes, okay. Like, I totally get it.
We were here.
Right, he's gonna slip him an extra 100 and be like, "I was never here." You know what I mean? Like, and the dude behind the counter is probably like, "Huh, word, we don't technically exist." You know,
No,
I mean,
dude, that takes shit to a whole other level. Like, all right, so like we're gonna make this movie a Serbian film. So that bitch, was she like a prop?
yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know where they found these fucking actors.
Dog, where did they find the actors for that?
Like, that were
I'm
doing
so
that
confused.
shit. I'm saying,
I don't
dude.
like it. I don't like it.
I
That movie
hate
was
it, dude.
evil, bro. That movie's evil.
Pure evil, dog.
It's dark.
Pure fucking evil. That shit was dark.
All right, fucking dude. I love doing this.
Hell
I
yeah.
love doing this shit.
It's
with
dope.
movies.
I'm with it.
It's a good fucking time
I'm
every
down for
time.
any movie besides the Serbian film,
Every
too.
time. Oh no! We are never, ever, ever going to have to watch a Serbian film again for this podcast. Period.
And I think that the
God.
mention of the Serbian film from here on out is gonna be like, "Yeah, we watched this and it was super gory and whatever." Like, hey, but it, you know, like, it wasn't a Serbian film. That shit was like, that was raw. We didn't see that coming. But that's gonna be, I think, the reference from here on out. It'll be the admission that, like, yes, we watched it, but I think from here on out, it's gonna be like that's gonna be the shit
That's
we
the
bounce
scale.
off of.
I really don't
It's-
think anything gets worse than a Serbian
There's
film.
no way.
I'm
There's no
super
fucking
down.
way.
I'm super down to hear if something surpasses a Serbian film. I'm not necessarily saying.
Oh no, for
that
real!
we'll watch it.
If you can find a movie
You can top that.
that tops a Serbian film,
Wait a second. That is still fictional. It is not like real snuff or anything
right?
real
Right, I'm not-
like that because
don't
we
wanna-
are not those motherfuckers
not
and
into
we're
that.
not trying to see that shit. If it's like fictitious, like a Serbian film is, and all that kind of stuff, and you can name one that is like more fucked up, then whatever. Please make the suggestion. Absolutely.
And we'll
We-
watch that shit.
Well, hold the fuck
Man,
up.
Oh no,
We
we'll
made
watch
it.
it. There's not a May.
He's right. His
There's
mouth
not a
writing
May.
checks that my
There's
ass
not a
won't
May.
cash,
We'll
you know what I'm
watch that
saying?
shit. We'll
It's
don't
fucking-
let
I
these
guess we have to.
let these sensitive motherfuckers feel however the fuck they
damn,
want to feel
is it?
about it.
Alright,
We're
shit, okay.
we're finna watch that
No,
shit.
then apparently we finna watch it because I'm
And-
not finna be no sensitive. I didn't think
Nah,
we'd
for
ever
real.
say some shit like that
I'm
to
just-
one another.
Hey, I got nothing but love for y'all, but it can't get worse.
No, there's no way.
I
wouldn't
really don't think
that
you
it
can get
could.
baby rape, bro.
No,
Can it
That
get
was
worse
not-
than
that was
baby
not-
rape?
that was not
Can it get worse than baby
that
rape?
was you delivered a child to fuck it.
Baby rape. Can it get worse than it?
No.
No.
I don't think you can get
That
raped.
moment in television movie history has set a benchmark for me
New low
personally as like the
of
all-time
low.
of all time.
Of
There's
all-time
no
lows.
way that you could come even close
But
to that.
if you can find a film, I'm just saying, if
It's
you
the
can
challenge.
find,
Here we go.
this
Right.
is your challenge.
However,
If you can find the film that goes darker than a Serbian film,
We'll check it out.
whew, first off, you a
first,
bad person.
props to you. I don't ever
You
want to
don't
meet
tell him
you
I don't want to meet
in
you.
your
Even if
life.
you stumble on it by
I
accident,
really
I
don't
really
even
fuck
really.
with you.
I don't even know if I want to be your friend ever. Like,
Oh,
period.
God.
I don't even know if I really
But we
want
still
you
want
to.
to hear from you.
But let me know.
But please
I'm
let
just
me
saying.
know.
You know?
Please let me know what movie it
Right.
is so I can watch it and then work
Right.
my sense of fucking reality some more.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
And then judge you.
And then
constantly.
judge
Oh, yeah.
over and over
Better
and
hope
over.
you don't
again.
never come with your real name because your screen name is gonna end up being posted on the wall as like that's the heretic. That's
Avoid
the Antichrist.
this guy. If you can find out who his real life personality is, because your screenshot is probably not who the fuck you are.
No.
Man, you really are gonna pull some Jay and Silent Bob shit and fucking get enough money to be able to come out and visit you. And
Are
just
you
whoop
the
your
one
ass
who
on
said
GP.
that I like to fuck people?
We're whooping your ass on GP like you finna take one hard licking. And then, like, we're not going to be cool, but at least we're not going to come back and whoop your ass again. We still want to hear about the movie, whatever it may be, and whatever, but at the same time, like, yeah, you're a bad person. You're pretty much going to hell. That's really what it comes down to. I'm real
you're
sorry.
You're going to burn and die.
Yeah. Like, because if my Dante's Divine Comedy
I don't
reference...
even believe in that shit, but it's happening to you.
Pretty much, if my Dante's Divine Comedy reference didn't, like, get you there and you come with some shit more fucked up than that, like, may the flying spaghetti monster have fucking mercy on your fucking soul. You know what I'm saying? There's a New York Times reference right there. And for all of you people who actually read for a fucking living, I hope you appreciate my literary references. Not to say that they're good, but I do like pulling them out because I like reading. So, yeah. You know.
All right. I think it's been a good night.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yo, from the STP, fucking this is us, to you, right on to the real, death to the fake, and free speech all day long.
All day.
All
2
day.
Hebros and a Nebro. Like, share, subscribe. Love y'all.
Out.
Next time, Mandy. Peace.